definitely repeat myself.
Oh boy.
I can't hear anything. Water also too hot. Too hot to handle. Hot to go. What up, gays? It's your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck if I
There
know.
it is. I
Is
had
there-
2 Red Bulls and 2 Adderalls, so my eyeballs are outside of my skull. I'm ready to go. HOTTOGO.
Oh my god. I wish I had that burst of energy. I take my Adderall and I'm like, time to take a nap.
Oh, well, that's because I'm probably not supposed to have Adderall.
Supposed to. I'm not supposed
Not
to.
supposed to. Not
Not
supposed,
supposed to.
No
Is there-
doctor
is there meant to
said I
be-
could has.
Is there meant to be music here or no?
Sorry, thank you for reminding me on music. There was
It was so,
supposed
it's
to
so
be
quiet.
Plonk.
Thank you.
There we go.
I can't do quiet. Thank you.
Alright, there we
I
go.
didn't know that.
Shut up, Riley! I'm going to hit you with a brick.
Damn.
Hey,
Love you.
this is
I
new.
missed you.
This is
I missed
new.
you. I
You
missed
said
you.
brick, not a car.
Yeah, well, I don't have a car. And, I'm trying to be more, logical, and people are like, you can't just threaten people with a car. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Fucking
You
break
got
Could
it.
be a Hot
bricks
Wheels,
just
you know?
lying around. What the fuck?
Hot Wheels
I got
works.
bricks laying around, motherfucker. I got bricks for days.
Yeah,
Bricks
what?
for
You
Beans
can't
is
just take a
bricked
brick
up.
out of your wall and then
Beans
hit
is
On
it.
a
bricked
Sunday.
up.
Sunday. I
No
can't
less.
hear anything. Is it thirsty in here, or is it just me?
It's pretty thirsty.
Just
Probably
you.
you.
Okay.
I'm quenched.
Everybody laugh at Beans. Beans is thirsty.
Stop!
Haha.
Stop making fun of me!
Haha. Double entendre. Haha.
No,
wait.
everyone's making fun of me because I'm critically dehydrated. Oh! I thought you were bait, turns out you're just Bam. What the fuck?
No, I'm terrible. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
This is known.
It is,
Alright,
it
it
is
has
known.
certainly been a while. A fair long while. So, who would like to give a recap after it's been 3 weeks?
Oh my god. My ear holes.
Where am I?
Chicken.
Am I?
This is an oldies.
So I have notes
Thank God.
because I also don't remember. So we started with talking about the visions and apocalypses, etc., that we all had.
Yep.
Trying to figure out some shit. We figured out nothing. We went towards Bears Bay, but before we went there, we went to fucking Palia or whatever to hang out with some sprites.
Yep.
They did not have any Sprite to drink, and that's bullshit.
Agreed. Thank God. Finally, someone said it.
I watched a puppet show and thought it was great. And while we were driving to Bears Bay later, we met a chicken, who is one of Harriet's descendants. But unlike Harriet, the chicken talked. And
And
Chemo
also was a chicken.
and Chemo continued to definitely not be a bird.
Hmm.
Despite what his pronouns are.
We also learned that Maximus means biggest, so Maximus's name is biggest, which is very funny. And then we went to Bears Bay. We went to a tavern and we met with Amelia, who apparently
still slay.
apparently knew Tandor's great grandmother.
Yeah.
And told us that there's some bad shit happening in some ruins nearby. And that's where Bear died, so we have to go where Bear died because someone rolled badly like 2 years ago.
Cool.
And that's where we left on Glee.
Where would you like to place that point?
Bro, I'm selfish. I'm taking it.
Vile.
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 Absolutely vile. Yes.
Me and Beeman will also take our hero points for being on time.
Correct.
Wow! Can I take a hero point because I'm probably gonna
No.
die of a heart attack in the next 3 hours?
Oh no.
Once you die of the heart attack, then you can have
Yeah,
your
that's
Okay,
Oh
exactly.
my god.
girlfriend.
sounds good.
This is a post-heart attack.
Chugging this Red Bull right now.
Take some aspirin with it.
Hell no, motherfucker. I'm here to live.
All right, so last we did leave off, we were in Bears Bay, and Amelia was briefing you on what the issue was with the temple itself. The old ruins, where there are various valuable materials that have been, found in and around of it, but there have since been signs of a dangerous sort of creature that has moved in with literal signs on the wall.
And Ewan is in there, maybe lost. Did I completely misread that?
You misread that. If you are able to deal with the issue, Amelia will help point you towards where Ewan is, who would have a better idea about the other situations that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
Namely with a couple past things that have occurred, the visions, and the inner fire that is currently raging inside Tandor's BB.
I'm curious because most of that conversation was in your mother tongue, Tandor. Did Amelia have anything to say about what's going on? Did she know anything?
Going on about what? What go?
The conversation you had with Amelia in your mother tongue.
Yeah.
Did she have anything useful to say?
I mean, we talked about my BB. We talked about what else did we talk about? Shit. Did we talk about my grandpa, or was it another adventure or something that we talked about? I know there was a man.
Was there a man? I think there was talk of Max's grandfather.
Yeah. Rowan's totally gonna be nosy
yeah,
about that too.
We talked about my BB. We talked about Max's grandpa. We talked about.
Does she know your grandfather, Max?
Yeah, I would not prefer to talk about that.
Oh, that's fair.
And the current issue is that no one's allowed to go to the tunnel, to the mines that would lead you to those ruins, because the foreman says no. You have to get permission from the foreman, as there is some other progress that is presently being halted.
Can I roll society to know whether or not Rowan knows about these? Surely she would know, being born in Bears Bay. That this is the mine. The place.
Well, that I would not require a roll. You have heard time and tale passed down, not only just the big stories that have been told from your father when you were young, but also directly from your grandfather.
Me. I told
From Nono. No, Irako. That's what the Rowan calls Irako, is no. Not
Wow.
publicly.
Wow, hateful.
No.
No, Araka.
No.
No.
It
It was cute. It was actually very cute.
I think as they make their way towards the foreman, Rowan will share that story.
Well, share the story, and I will share the sights and music.
Insert
As we
story
get-
here.
Good
Minus
start.
1 RP.
Hop out.
I'm trying to remember so I could tell it like a story.
Uh-huh.
In the beginning, there was a boat
A long, long time ago.
in a continent far, far away. God said, "Let there be boats," and there were, and they were good boats. And then they all crashed, and many people died, and then some people didn't die. And then there was a group of people who got on like a weird island thing, and then there was a cave, and the cave was good, and then it wasn't good, and it killed a dog, and therefore the city was created, and then they became best friends and lovers and saved the world. Is that what you said?
Session 16. Terra Monstorum foot lettuce.
Did you just say session 16?
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's the
disgusting.
only thing that came out that
yeah.
stood out to you.
Yes, the only thing that matters to me. Number 15.
How dare.
I'm fucking mad about this.
I couldn't, do a immediate riff on it. So, anyways, it takes a fair walk to head into the hills away from Bears Bay, up a few curling paths marked for folks on foot to go through, with other ways already busy with carts and wagons hauling materials and tools back and forth between production and resale areas. Eventually, though, the main entrance to the mines is spotted. A house stacked on a hill nearby, likely where all the operations are coordinated, and a resting space for miners and other workers too weary to make the trek back down to the bay. Looking out from a platform near the mouth of the mine is a dwarf, thick-bearded with multiple braids, smoking on a metallic pipe, eking its embers from an intricately casted endpiece. His head turns to see the travelers coming up the row. A long plume of smoke exhales as he turns to wait for them to make the way up the stairs. Aye? So what's the stuff think she's got this time to convince me? I told her we can't be thinking about that other nonsense till we get Tunnel 6 back on track.
No, nobody.
Yeah, well met. Yes, Amelia sent us. We're here to, ensure that everything's back on track. Yes?
She sent you to get Tunnel 6 back on track and not to get into that other tunnel.
Both. Both?
Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
With your permission, of course. Me and my companions here will, get everything back in order for you. As is our duty to do so. Flash's
How
badge.
many of you know about mining?
Anyone? Looks back at everybody.
I don't
Yeah,
know who
I'm
mining is.
I'm a kobold. Of course I know about mining in caves and whatnot.
I know plenty about mining.
Folks can give me a relevant skill.
How about
Give you a-
deception?
Deception!
Deception is one.
I know nothing. Maybe. Let's see.
Athletics.
Rocks are
You know
heavy.
what? Here you go. Fuck.
I mean,
See, I told you I know nothing.
of course not. While some of the more knowledgeable sides of things, sure, a few points are made, but it seems to be the more practical sides of things, knowing what needs to be hauled and how things need to be pushed and handled, and signs to look for in case there are dangerous spots in the mine. So his gaze turns more towards Ikar and Tandor. Well, you two seem to have you need to have like a couple more stacked on you, but at least a sensible head on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Well, I'm one to talk. I'm like in the opportunity. Anyways.
I was about to say, can you really talk on this matter? Go on. I said nothing.
So, between you two, we're having a bit of an issue, specifically with the power and mechanism for some of our drilling. We have slight access to sort of a more refinery machinery, something, rough crushing before it's taken down to be washed. Something's stopped the mechanism, and we can't for the life of it figure it out. What? Every gear looks to be fine, but something just does not want it to get moving. And so, instead of having a bunch of folks laze around and continue to look at something we can't find, I've designated resources to continue to the others. But we still need to find a way to get that back working. It's putting a slight overbalance of load on the other crushers and refineries.
May I ask, is
Pandora is nodding as if understood anything, because accent too thick.
I think I can gather what's going on, but is this specific drill or crusher, is it located in any specific location compared to the rest of them?
And he'll sort of walk you over and point out to a map of sort of like, there are various tunnels marked with numbers. Some are a bit more winding, some are a bit more straight off, but whatever sort of tunnel goes on, there is a sort of back and forth on either side, a branch when they happen to find a particular mineral, and those are marked with letters. You're wanting to get to branch F, the processing point for tunnel 6. Once we get to the processing back done, tunnel 6 will be back up on its full, and that will free up a lot more hands away, and I think a way that you can get pointed towards the
Is this your only copy of I went into the fucking accent. Is this your only copy?
I can get you a quick sketch cop. This is just the master cop.
That would be very that would be helpful. So it's,
And he
we're
sort
not
of
going
does
in blind.
push in, and eventually come back and hands the map to Ikar. He's the one with the head on his shoulders.
I have a head on my shoulders.
Hey,
Yes, but
well,
your
he's-
arm is.
head on his
But your
shoulders.
arm
He's the one who poked something he wasn't supposed to poke. I don't know about the head at his shoulders.
Yes,
I
but
don't
he
know
is
at this
also
point.
the. But Ikar is also the closest one to the foreman in height, given that the foreman is maybe only about 4 foot tall.
Okay. This is bigotry. Got it.
Mm.
No, it's more of a shortcoming of things.
Ha!
Hue, hue, hue.
That was actually a good one. Good job.
Alright, well, figured out what's going on. We'll know when Tunnel 6 is back up and running. We have way stations along the way, though. Said Lorena to me if that's all fine. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Otherwise, I tell you, get a move on.
Anybody got questions?
No.
Nope.
Well,
As someone
who
I
understands-
do got a question.
Oh boy.
What's that supposed to mean? I have legitimate questions.
No, I'm sure you do. You have plenty of legitimate questions. Go for it.
This mechanism that has gotten stuck.
Right.
Is there any preliminary like diagnostics on that? Like, is it overpressured, or is it trying to reach something that it can't, doesn't have the load to get through, or?
From what we can tell, the stress units provided by the power sources are somehow not being directed, and there seems to be nothing that is branching out those stress units. The wheels are turning, but the light ain't turning on, you know?
And I'm assuming that you have capable enough engineers down there that, realistically, if this was just an engineering problem, they would have been able to figure it out.
We spent 2 weeks on it already.
Gotcha. Just so I know.
Aye.
I have a question, Mr. Foreman.
Aye.
Do you have a wrench I can borrow?
There will be likely tools on site.
Okay, good. Because my wrench got messed up the last mining equipment I fixed.
Side eye. Bombastic.
Aye.
It's true. You know, we us two, they call us the mechanic bros.
At
Aye.
this, Chemo sidles over to Max and like grabs arm on shoulder and pulls him in. And just like, yep, that's us.
But they don't call you that.
That's what they call us.
No, they don't call you that. They call you Chemo and Max. What are you talking about? You guys don't even know each other that well.
Well, yeah, it's called Keymax Mechanic Services.
I've
At your
never
service.
heard of this. What are you talking about?
It has a bit of a ring to it.
Exactly. Do you think I could just come up with that on the fly? That was weeks. That was weeks of advertising knowledge that we had to use to get
Why
that.
haven't I
Anyway,
heard about this?
don't worry about that. We'll go ahead into the tunnels now.
Well, I have a question.
Aye.
Well, I think this is question for GM first, and then
Ah.
maybe in character. Do we know what these mechanisms are doing? Like, is it like a mill, or they're like digging?
Pretty much. It's a processing plant, a crusher.
Ah, okay. So it's crushing rock.
Crushing
into-
or rock and stone into finer materials in order to be processed, washed.
Well, right now it ain't crushing shit.
All right, I have question, Mr. Foreman.
Aye.
This one that's broken, is it a newer like path that you made, a new place in Cave?
Branch F is, I think, not one of the newest. It has at least 4 other branches ahead of it. So it's
Okay.
not the newest, but we've only dug into that one maybe a couple months ago.
And has it worked before? And then
Aye.
Okay. Was there no ore or stone or whatever that was going
Same old,
through?
same old.
Okay. That narrows it down by a lot.
Do we have everything we need? We're good?
I believe so. Thank you, Mr. Foreman.
I mean, I don't have a wrench, but hopefully there'll be one there.
No, it's fine. I
you'll-
got spare wrenches.
You'll find your wrenched over there.
So you have no tools? Experts. Oh.
Oh, no,
That's
we're
what
not
I'm saying,
expert.
they're
We're
not
mechanic
expert.
bros.
Uh-huh.
I already explained that my wrench got messed up with the last mining equipment I fixed.
When was this? I wasn't
He
there.
We
had-
must have been
he had
asleep,
a-
Fandor.
He had a bad time, and now he's just left with a raunchy wrench.
Ah,
Mhm.
Off we
Yeah,
go.
this is actually what we were doing in the in between weeks. Stares
I
at
don't know
camera.
what happened. I just don't know what happened. No, did you hear
No.
about this, Ron? Did
No.
they tell you about this?
No. You just smile and nod at this point.
I'm so confused. Where was I?
You and me both.
After going through the interior, down dark passages lit only by torches, the tunnels open up once again into a strangely bright interior. This must be Branch F, the processing point for Tunnel 6. As the foreman said, there seems to be sort of an issue, an unseen clog with the mechanism, and, of course, with so much shortage of engineers and other places to go, what with new mines, changes in scheduling, and a curious wave of illnesses in the past few days. Fevers with mild delirious dreams. But for now, that has to be put aside. The task now lies ahead.
Sorry, you said we're putting all of that aside? There's some
Yeah,
sort
don't
of,
worry
like,
about
magic
it. Yeah, no,
plague that's affecting people?
don't worry about it.
We're just gonna put that away for now.
Yeah.
We just have to get the machine going, so that way we can feed it the blood of
The capitalist
orphans?
machine.
Wait,
doesn't
wait.
care about
What did I
workers,
miss? What?
James.
Wait. I just.
That there has been a
completely-
shortage of hands
Okay.
in general,
Okay.
so other engineers that would have been rerouted to look into this issue more. There's been a much higher shortage due to the new mines, changes in scheduling, and some illnesses that had been occurring in the past few days.
And he did nothing to mention the illnesses.
I probably should have mentioned the illnesses. You could
You
probably have
think?
seen like you probably could have peered a calendar that just sort of saw a lot of scheduling that said like sick, sick, sick within the past few days.
Okay, which one of us would have seen that? Can we roll perspective and
me.
then like go from there?
I probably would say whoever had, let's see,
Chemo,
perception,
maybe, if he wasn't too
11,
busy pretending to be
12,
a
Well,
mechanic.
max.
Yeah, they were pretending.
It
So-
would have been
Definitely too busy to
it
know
would
that.
have been Max with the highest perception of the group thus far.
Max, would you have noticed that?
Would you have relayed it
yeah.
to us?
You know, a lot of these people seem to be taking sick days.
Well, I mean, it is tough job being hard labor, mining, and they
Well,
don't
yeah, but-
have good benefits unless union.
Well, yeah, but they don't get paid sick time. It
Yeah,
says
unless-
here,
unless union.
reminder, no sick leave.
Ruck just rolling in his grave.
Fruck's mad. Zombie Fruck appears from underneath Tunnel F and just goes,
straight up.
"Who
That's
the
who. That's who
fuck?"
broke the machinery. It's
Dead
zombie
Ruck.
Ruck.
It accidentally dug into where Bruck's grave is.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now
what-
his
what was-
spirit's
what was in-
affecting it.
What was entirely missed was the punctuation. In that line, it was no period sick question mark leave exclamation point.
Yeah. I fucking love that meme.
So we need to keep that in mind then, I suppose. Did it seem like it was more recent sick time than?
Well, yeah, the past couple of days has been really blocked out.
Tandor pulls out bandana from back pocket and wraps it around face.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Was it an avian flu?
Immediately shoots look at Hemo.
Look,
Get
it's
back to
probably
work.
nothing to worry about, but let's keep it in mind.
Hmm.
Hey, fellow mechanic bro, I'm gonna take a look at the machine.
Are we there yet? Are we there? Are we there?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
You have had a change of scenery.
Okay, we're there. Okay. Try not to, I don't know, like, crush anything. We don't want to breathe in the.
Well, no,
the-
we want it to be crushing things. That's
well-
the whole point.
But
True.
Don't, not near me. I don't want to get
Well,
sick.
You two enjoy trying to diagnose this because I know nothing.
Emo is just going to follow behind Max wherever he goes and just point at objects that he seems to be looking at.
I'm gonna
and
be
say,
following
"Mhm."
behind
Look-
Chemo
Mhm.
and nodding sagely as if I know exactly what I'm pretending that I also
Yeah.
know stuff.
Yeah, Tandor's just following the canary here.
Exactly. Yes.
I want to specifically, before I try and locate these stress units, I want to see how
Yes.
well optimized the machine is.
All right. You can give me crafting, engineering lore, or arcana. There seems to actually be some magic integration with this technology.
Perfect.
I want to help.
By the way, if I roll higher on any crafting or perception checks over max on this machine, I am hero pointing to get lower.
No.
Oh, let me
Okay.
throw Arcana. May as well.
All right. For the crafting checks first. Definitely, it looks like some interesting, complicated mechanisms. You know, you can kind of see like, oh yeah, this goes here, this goes here. There are some helpful diagrams here and there that show, you know, yes, this is what this is supposed to do. This is what this process, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3. Max, what you have noticed is that at least what has been left behind with various notes and portions is that things seem to stop when it is trying to feed energy from sort of like the main Arcano power unit into specifically the downward crush spiral for the initial hard press, as opposed to just like straight smashing down. We're talking this is more, it crushes but it doesn't grind.
Gotcha. When it comes to the gauges and other supplementary bits that aren't necessarily important to the function of the machine, but are for, like, you know, you could live without them. I want to see if there's any clockwork elements that I can nick.
Noted. We'll get to that as I sort of say what's going on with the sort of arcane side of things. With that particular 18, you can kind of understand that this is sort of, it's feeding from a centrally housed Arcana unit, likely taking in not only just reagents that are being processed solid, but ambient magical energy, just from where the mine happens to be located. So it's essentially like part natural, but also part process. So for larger batteries, for larger batteries, some of the more solid fuel and reagents are required to boost up the energy. But if it's just simple maintenance or just basic day-to-day things, the ambient is enough. What Rowan happens to find with a 30 is, in a couple of the measuring devices at the barest end of the indicators, what is essentially the green indicator of, power being received, there is, let's take a measure of that, maybe only a millimeter flick of yellow that is occurring. Something is causing the most minute interference at a regular interval.
I'll definitely relay that to everybody and see, especially what the more seasoned people might know.
Mm-hmm. And nicking clockwork, you say?
Yeah, anything that isn't vital to the operating of the machine, only like gauges and stuff that would absolutely help, but they aren't vital.
There are a couple timers. There is a clock, and there is a mechanism attached to one of those timers for an automatic shutoff once the timer goes off.
Mike's having a real moral dilemma here, whether he wants to take the automatic shut-off thing too. He'll take, like, the clock and some of the bits for the timers, but not the automatic shut-off.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to essentially keep their function intact, or are you just taking the whole essential mechanism?
Harvesting it.
Harvesting it, okay. I'll be needing a craft check to see exactly how many useful materials you will get out of that. Alright, as sort of with the usual thing, you get maybe about half of the useful materials, the basic good components, and you throw away kind of like the useless housing, but you're able to sort of keep the fine bits and get them apart individually. You won't be able to put it back together, but...
He's gonna shove all of the useless bits back into the machine in a, like, self-completing circuit kind of way, so it looks like they're functioning, but they do nothing.
Of course. You flick the switch, the flick switch, it switches itself back off.
Yes, exactly that kind of thing, or a gear that just turns itself and does nothing else. It doesn't go anywhere. It receives power and just turns. And going back to the bit with the power, like
Mhm.
fluctuating.
Yes.
That's just gonna just have a quick look around to see if there's anything immediately obvious.
Okay. That will be. Well, I guess that will be sort of an assistance with Rowan. Between you and Rowan, you can give me Arcana, crafting, engineering lore, or nature.
What are we looking for here?
You know, there's something that's causing it to fluctuate, meaning there's something,
Hmm.
whether it be a someone even, that's deliberately making the machine not work.
Right.
So, given that it's specifically happening sort of at a particular point when it is attempting to grind as opposed to crush, you would probably want to inspect the load there. And from a little bit of inspection there, Rowan, something does feel magically off. Not with the mechanism, but as if something is feeding back into it from the from within the pile of stones and ore that is already in present.
I fucking knew it.
Hmm.
It doesn't quite feel it. You've been exposed to multiple different kinds of magics, so you can feel when something is a little bit magic in that regard, but this feels like it's the wrong flavor.
Something's
And
wrong.
that might be why it's not picking up on the major mechanisms, nor more on the ideas of what may be going on from other engineers going on here who might not be as experienced. You could give me a... What would be the best one? I could get a crafting, society, or a more difficult. Well, there's also magic lore, or a more difficult Arcana roll.
A more difficult Arcana roll?
Yes, the DC for the Arcana roll to decide sort of what flavor you're looking for that is not arcane is a bit more difficult than some of the other checks.
Well,
That will do it, though.
hey.
From what you can tell, it is not anything of the arcane, nor of the occult or divine. This seems to be something more primal in nature. Natural magic seems to be going in a backward flux and interfering with the specifically arcane-focused mechanisms.
Of course, relay this information to Max.
Alright, so, I mean, I'm not gonna be too much help here on the magic side of things. But, do you think it's alive? Like, do you think it's, just raw magic, or is there intent behind it?
Can I roll for anything to figure out if there's, like, intent behind it, or...
For that, now that you know it's primal magic, nature checks would be the avenue here.
My nature's garbage, so if anybody wants to maybe figure that out.
Don't worry, I got this.
Chemo, you would actually be able to sort of dig through, with a little bit of assistance, getting some stones moved out of the way, and you do eventually find sort of some more like pale marble rocks that are like, similar, but they have an oddly different texture to some of the rest of the marble that is within the same area. So it only takes sort of like a little bit, and then from Tandor you are able to see that when that particular stone had been crushed, you are seeing sort of some more crystalline geode, like minute geode pockets within this thing. But the way that those pockets are forming is not from how a mineral or water would form a pocket of stone. The shapes of the pockets and the particular types of crystals you are seeing within these little tiny geodes of this larger stone seems to present organic matter that has been processed into crystalline form. And the release of whatever lasting tie to that matter has been opened up and is having some strange interference with the magic of the machine.
Question.
Is the answer, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I was gonna give a clarifying question, but essentially that. But the question I had was,
Yeah.
is this similar to when they find like bodies, and then there's like little crystals that form on the bodies because the like cave location that they're in or something? Like the bodies and skeletons have been sitting there for so long.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's a little thingy, a creature, a living beastly type thing.
Yes. In essence, what you are finding here, if you are able to sort of understand, given the natural process of it, is you are finding the leavings of a beast.
Oh my god.
So not bodies, but like dookie.
Essentially,
Magic crystal dookie.
pretty much the marble is the stone encasing of it. The crystals are whatever had been processed and chewed.
Okay, so the crystals are the dookie and the marble is the thing, the coating.
So there's a beast.
It's the worst fucking crispy M&M that has ever existed.
It's an owl. It's a stony owl pellet in reverse.
Disgusting.
Yes. And that would have meant that
you
this.
mean from the butt, not the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm trying to look. My brain is now starting to slow down, so we're doing our best here.
Good.
Not good. Bad. Losing ability to focus. Okay. Tandor picks one up, looks at it, and turns to Rowan, who I believe will be the most receptive to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ron.
Yes.
In this inside is the poop of creature, big creature 8 made rock, and then rock go over rock, and then it crush, and then it's poop. Magic? Magic creature poop.
So there's something in here that they've not seen. Otherwise, I think the foreman would have said something.
It could be long dead. We don't know, but this
Could
is
be.
magic creature poop. So that's maybe why they're getting sick. They're breathing in poop.
Put it down. Wash your hands. Right now.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Drops
Smacks
on
it.
the ground.
Smacks it out of hand.
Just stares at his hands, just like sanitizer. Still wearing the mask, by the way.
Can I put something in my bottomless stein that's like 20 billion% alcohol to rinse off their hands?
Not really. I don't think we have any
Yeah,
immediate.
it's only the one type of
Ale,
alcohol
yeah.
you can have in there.
Well,
but,
Yeah.
maybe
Just pour a little bit
some
on my
water.
hands, it's fine.
you can have nice
Something.
sticky hands after washing your hands in ale.
No, we're not gonna wash our hands in ale.
Party pooper.
Just a cask of water or something to rinse their hands off.
There should be some washing stations available and around.
So, I think we're dealing with a creature interfering with this crusher.
Well, not a creature, but
Something.
it's leavings.
It's leavings, yes.
It's the poop, and the poop is magic, and the poop it look like marble, not marble is poop that became marble.
You know, so theoretically, if we just clear all of that out of the machine and the surrounding area, then it should start working again.
Yes. Theoretically, yes. We could
Unless
do that.
the
start with
creature itself is around as well.
We could clear it, yes, and maybe kind of keep an eye on where this the intake of this rock goes in, and maybe scout the area for whatever it is that's leaving these.
Well, let's have one of our more melee orientated individuals.
Somebody say clearing shit rocks? I'll clear some shit rocks.
I was gonna suggest that you go in the machine and clear the shit rocks.
It is
Alright.
quite
Go
small,
clean the
yes.
shit rock.
I'll stay up
Not
here.
shit rock, sheet rock.
Is this not dangerous? Maybe once he clears it, it'll start over again. And
No, that's what I was about to say. I'll stay
Yeah.
up here and near the emergency shut
Yeah,
off.
just keep it on idle
that's good
until I get out
thinking.
of there.
Good thinking.
We're-
biggest. Good thinking.
Where we're not gonna have a Death Star compactor situation here.
Well, I want to go with Max, or
Okay.
with Icar.
Yeah. Cool.
Just because, also melee.
Mhm.
Tight
Before-
squeeze.
Before that happens, Chemo gets Tanner's attention and is kind of holding his necklace with the small pebble like away from himself. Because Tandor, so are all rocks like the leaving of animals?
Well, when you think about it, most rock are poop, but not from animal, but from the ground itself. You have rock from the volcano pooping. That's a type of rock, and then you have the rock that when water come and then water leave and water come and water leave, and then that's different kind of rock. Could be type of poop as well, and then you have the other one that I don't remember, and that also is poop.
That's the one where they have the one that is like the wash over mini poop, but then it gets squished really tight.
Yeah, mini poop gets squished real tight, and then so all rock is poop in the end. But this is actually
And then there's one more. Then there's one more still. There's
sedimentary. There's
igneous
and
and metamorphic.
Metamorphic, yeah, lava poop.
Yeah, but there's still one more.
Huh?
There's the ones that fall from the sky.
Moon rocks.
Oh yeah, it's sky poop. You got sky poop, you got water poop, you got lava poop, you got it's all poop all the way down. But this one is actually poop. This is poop like rock.
But then the
Chemo-
poop Vitar, master of all four poops.
Chemo, you can tell. He has a very confused look on his face as he slowly walks away from you, and you see him sniffing his necklace.
I'm following
Determine
Chemo
what's
as he
happening.
walks away, still talking about how all rock is poop. It just like being completely ignored, just like, well, then like, and then this, and then that poops too. But this is actual poop from animal. could be
Everybody
old
poops.
Poop or new. Everybody poops, Chemo. You can't just sit there and discount it because poop. Mother Nature poop. We are Mother Nature poop. In the end, everything is poop. Everybody and everything is poop. Chemo, you listening?
He's in his own world, staring at his rock.
Hey, Tandor, could you help Ikar
Yeah,
clear
Okay.
out the poop?
let me.
Okay, time to clean up poop. I put on little shitty gloves that I like. Normally, I use them for holding pots. You know, my little pot holder gloves.
Chemo,
mittens.
could you stand near the intake, but not like in the intake where the others are gonna be?
Rowan's gonna stand with Max and look over what he's looking at.
Cool. Can I get some athletics checks from our folks in the pit? Can I
Open up the
get
pit.
Can I get some crafting or arcana checks from those at the consoles? And can I get a nature or perception from Chemo as you are inspecting the rock?
I can hero point that, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Let's go.
You are more than welcome to hear.
Thank goodness.
That little shatter animation is amazing.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Amazing and heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's why I use it.
It's a good one. Alright, well, thankfully, rocks are cleared relatively easily, handled nice, well, and safe, put off to the side, likely to be, inspected of in later. Those at the consoles, you do actually see sort of more stabilization of the energy, and Chemo, as you are inspecting the rock, and not only do you feel a sense of curiosity beamed towards you and slight disgust when you are looking at it in a certain way, you start to hear the hum of power and machinery above. Looks like you all got things working again.
I am 100% perfect record on fixing machines.
You didn't even do anything.
Nicely done, Chemo. You did it.
Hey, it was a group effort. Me and Chemo did it. Yeah, hey, Tando, you were walking behind. You were walking behind us.
Away. Why are you hearing my whispers? Ikari didn't even do anything. We did the work.
We made sure you were safe.
What?
Group effort. Okay, we did this.
All right, everybody converge back up here.
Okay.
Right, we all washed our hands at the poop rock.
And take off my gloves.
All right, good.
We're good.
Chemo, did you notice anything when you were over there by the intake?
Rocky, just to clarify,
Yes.
the feelings that I got, was that coming from my necklace or from the rocks in the involved with the machine?
That was from the necklace.
Okay. Well, I didn't really notice anything about the machine stuff other than, it turned on and seems to be working.
Real expert mechanic here.
I got the mechanics down pat. He was on nature duty. Excuse the pun about duty.
Rowan's just grinning. So
I don't know how I feel about leaving this all powered up when we still don't know what caused it.
I agree.
What in terms of a creature? We know what caused it.
Well,
We could stake it out.
Yes.
you could also inspect the leavings a bit more if you wanted. With that, I would allow nature, survival, or an applicable lore.
I mean, this is all on you.
magical poopy, so
Guess I'll stare at the poo.
Okay, so we have nature, survival, and arcana. From the nature checks. From the nature check, what you were looking at is a particular. It appears to be, given that this thing was able to process the organic matter on top of press out inorganic matter, this thing must also be somewhat made of inorganic matter, while still behaving in a organic fashion. So something that is like sort of elemental, but not quite.
The rock monster.
From
I
the
love that
Arcana,
song.
from the Arcana check, you can tell that at least from how the leavings are comprised, is that they seem to have particular structural weaknesses to vibrations of certain frequencies, as well as to corrosive substances. And as for our 3 survival checks, are 23 and 24.
That was a
It-
29 for Mikar as well.
Yes, the 29 is getting some different information.
Ooh.
The 23 and 24. There are things that leavings like this, of this size and this particular shape that you have seen before, albeit of more organic matter, that also live in caves. They also like to roll and crash and smash about in dungeons at times as well. Particular things of the giant classification, which have regenerative capabilities.
giant.
The most unintelligent, primal, and hungry of the giants. The troll.
Ew.
But not just any troll, as Ikar. You probably have encountered these specifics given your proximity to the mountains and your homeland. These sorts of trolls are very particular about what stones they like to eat and what organic material they will consume that gets in their way. Cavern trolls.
Delicious.
And on top of what you know, is that because you were hauling it yourself, there seem to be 2 very particular shapes. And a cavern troll usually has a steady leaving of one size. But you found 2 different diameters.
So this is like a couple.
Might be a pair of trolls.
Fantastic.
A mommy and a baby.
I relay this information.
I mean, we've done what we were supposed to do. It's running.
It's running. You'll likely be able to go back, talk with the runners, and be given the guide and information to where you need to go to next, huh?
Um,
Hmm.
but this doesn't explain why the engineers are getting sick.
It's probably the poo.
Yeah, it's probably poo in the air.
Look, there are plenty of people who are more suited for this kind of expedition than us. We've done what we were supposed to do.
True.
The quest complete. We can fuck out of here.
But half of their people are sick. Yeah.
They've got other
Short-handed.
people.
Well, I mean,
Looks
the
like we're
laborers are
shoveling
sick.
troll shit, gang.
At least if we go back and tell them what's going on, they could maybe get some reinforcement that can help us, that are more well equipped and well suited.
I feel like we are the
or,
reinforcements.
Like, spell.
You said they'll break if you hit them a certain way.
What?
What, the trolls? You think if we hit
the
the trolls a
ship.
certain way, they'll break? Oh, right.
I
Say,
think
you
there's
hit most things
about
correctly and
a
it'll break.
vibrating, like a frequency.
Vibrations and caustic substances.
Bad day to not prep any acid flasks.
Right. Well, I think we should go back and inform the foreman, and maybe if it is us that goes back, we prepare for this.
I say that we ask for an increased sum for exterminator duties. We've done engineering. This is entirely a different thing.
Well, the original quest is for whatever is causing issue.
Yeah, the machine's working.
Oh no! This
Yeah,
the
no,
getting
it caused the
getting the
issue as well.
machine working was for you to be able to get access to the tunnel that will lead you to the issue. You just happen to have rolled very high enough that you're getting warning of the issue.
Yeah, but like the thing is that they wanted us to find out what the issue was. The issue was poop rock.
Yeah, you know what? We've done what we can here. Let's go complete our actual quest. Let's go where we need to go.
They're probably gonna send us back, but it's fine.
Yeah,
we can go
probably.
back.
It's fine. If we take too long, it means we can, have a little nappy nap, and I can come back with the correct equipment.
I agree.
Pretty much, I am allowing you now that you've got like a little bit of preparation and availability that you can have yourself new preparations, so you can hit like your long rest buttons to be able to heal up and do any new preparations of spells, materials, items, and other bits and
Ooh.
bobs.
Okay, so
So
we
you-
can hit the coffee mug.
You can hit the coffee mug if you have things that are applicable for the coffee mug. Some of you may not need to do the coffee mug stuff, because for you it's ingredients that does the coffee mugs. You don't have any funky items that do things.
I just switched out caustic or fire something for caustic blast.
Mhm.
Caustic.
But it also allows you onto your crafting menu to do your daily crafting for your lemonade, bullet steak, journey bread, or other funky things.
Okay. So I hit coffee mug.
You hit the coffee mug, and it shows daily preparations, ingredients. That's essentially like if you were doing all your rations. Those are your like cooking things, so other people do not have to eat rations.
Okay. So ingredients do not consume any or consume.
Do not consume any. Now,
Made no change.
yeah, that's if something does change. But for you, Adri, if you could look under your spellcasting tab under activations.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's all your funny spell stuff with your Staff of Fire. That's where you're going to cast any Staff of Fire stuff from.
Okay. I can cast that stuff even if I don't have the staff in my hand?
You have to have it drawn.
Hmm.
So in case you ever do want to cast Breath of Fire, you can do that. There just may be situations where other folks may get staves of certain sorts as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It just helps. All right, just making sure.
I'm trying to still remember how to do alchemy stuff.
Yes, I'm just double checking. You've done your stuff there. You've done your. Okay, so, for you, Tandora, do you want to have the journey bread, blood eye coffee, the elixir, and the bullet steak there?
I was
Or do you want something
thinking
different?
let's see. I'm debating between elixir of life and numbing tonic. I'm checking those right now.
Those you would not be able to do because they're not from your. They're not foods. Besides, your leshy lemonade is
Yeah.
a better healing than anything else.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I can go ahead and activate on Ixen the resonance, yeah?
Yes.
Can I, out of combat, do Flame Wisp? Because it's not an attack, it's just bringing up the Flame Wisps.
Let's see. Let me just pull this up right quick. Rowan, the known spells, Flame Wisps, it only lasts a minute.
Gotcha. So I could maybe preemptively, like if I know we're about to go into combat, just pop it, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then how long does Resonance last?
Resonance is like one of its own abilities that it can repeat.
Okay.
So it's good.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
I would like to make a Peace and Dreams tea. What can I get rid of to do that?
Okay.
'Cause it's high level, but it's food.
Yes. Thankfully, your crafting allows you to do the high level crafting. So it depends upon what you do not want to craft instead.
Okay. I'll scrap the journey bread.
Okay, so click the unprepare item for the journey bread.
Okay.
And then you scroll up and you press the well, you drag the Peace and Dreams tea to the box.
Fucking okay. There we go.
Yep. And then when you do your still want to make the coffee, the steak, and lemonade? Or do you want to have more lemonade, less coffee, or
I think
more steak?
the lemonade is good. Maybe one less steak.
Well, they'll be in like batches of 2 at a time, so.
Okay, so yeah. Coffee's good though.
Coffee's good. Okay.
Fortitude, fatigue, etc. And then the steak is jumpy, leapy, and that might come in handy if we're fighting a troll. So.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right.
4 leshy lemonades is good enough for me.
Yep. Then press daily crafting,
Nice.
and then that's all added to your inventory.
Perfect.
Now that we're getting back into the swing of things. Okay. So everyone's made their preparations, including spells if folks wanted to swap out some of their spell preparation.
So, I already performed my daily crafting before.
Yes.
Would I rest for the night to reset it?
Okay, yeah, you would rest for the night to reset it, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to know if I could.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we should do then after doing the coffee?
Well, it's because I'd already pressed the button earlier.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. You get the coffee button after you rest.
So the plan is then we're gonna proceed and go find these trolls and take care of them. Yes? Was that the plan?
Yeah. We're just gonna go for it. I don't think we're gonna go back, even though, like, me and Max both are like, let's go back and say fuck them, because.
Well,
no, I agree, but we're down here already, so.
Yeah. Once you come back, tell them that everything's kind of working, and the reason for what that goes on. You're given room, board, good meal, and told that in the morning you'll be given someone who will be able to guide you to the initial tunnel that will take you down to the ruins.
Okay. Perfect.
Rocky.
Yes.
With some of the materials that I sourced, could I make a snare?
You would like to craft a snare. Am I assuming you are going to be attempting to create a detonating gear snare?
yes, although I'm pretty sure the bleed will do fucking nothing.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, therein does lie the question. You can give me a crafting check then, since you do have the materials to be able to create one, and I will press the button for the crafting thing for that. So don't worry about that. So give me a crafting check. That is pretty good. So I will craft one for you, and you should have one in your inventory now.
I do, in my consumables.
Yes. And you no longer have those extra parts.
For anyone who would witness this, it looks utterly incomprehensible because it's just a bunch of gears set up in a way where it looks like it does nothing.
Fascinating. He made garbage.
Hmm.
I know exactly what that does.
That's very
Alright.
interesting.
Yes.
We're about to head in, aren't we?
About to head in.
Okay. I got 2 Peace and Dreams teas, gang.
What do they
I
do?
was gonna pop one. The effect lasts for 8 hours. Let me just leave the item. Okay. Gain +1 item bonus to all saving throws against mental effects for 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take one.
Okay, so I'm going to use one.
Let me see. There's
Maybe I
something
won't use
else. There's something else at one moment. There's actually something that's specifically. If you take a little longer as opposed to drinking it on your own, where is it? There's the
Tea ceremony skill.
tea ceremony thing. Yes.
We're gonna have
I
tea time.
Forget how that is supposed to be. 1 second. Tea ceremony.
Okay, gang, before we go in and fight the
Tea
troll,
ceremony
let's sit down
when
and have
you
a tea
do-
party.
Have a look. See. You can activate the tea. 10-minute activity. Oh, you don't have the sterling teaware and all that.
No, but I do have cauldron. And I could put it in cauldron, and then we can all take sip out of my cauldron. And that is tea time. I'm bullshitting. I also have coffee, if anyone wants a coffee.
What's the coffee do?
Strong blend including several spices common in the British Empire of the Kalesh. Blood-eye coffee is a favorite morning drink across the Inner Sea region. The maximum addiction state of blood-eye coffee is never progresses beyond stage 1. Saving throw DC 14. Fortitude onset 10 minutes. Maximum duration 8 hours. Stage 1 +1 item bonus to AC and saves, which you are taking penalties caused by the fatigued condition. So I'm going to be drinking that for sure.
Yeah,
So I have
fucking.
one spare
I'll get a
one.
cup of Joe.
Alright, so I'll give up the 2 Peace and Dreams tea and 1 coffee. I also got 2 steaks, but that's for like right as we go in. If we sneak up on them, I'll hand people steaks. You can high jump or long jump as a single action instead of 2 actions.
Does having like high athleticism or like aerobic or acrobatics help with that?
It's mostly athletics for that.
Yeah.
Since it's the leg muscle.
Can I double
It might
pound?
be for melee people if we're gonna be jumping in and jumping up on
True, but if I need to get like away, it's helpful for me to be able to like get away quickly so I can use my bow efficiently. But I have warp
Yeah.
step, so I have warp
Yeah.
step.
Okay.
Okay, well, if you want to pass coffee and tea, you can pop it into the stash.
Okay.
Drag and drops. While we do that, we can have a short break, actually, given how far we've been going.
BRB.
Okie dokie. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Alright, there's coffee in there. And I'll give 2 Peace and Dreams teas. They only last for a day, so be sure to have.
They last for an hour unless you do the tea ceremony.
Well, they disappear at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They go bad.
They go bad. And I can't do ceremony?
I believe the tea ceremony was specifically you needed a sterling teaware, where those are like specific artisans' tools.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
I'm grabbing
marking
the
that on
Dreams
my
tea.
list to Santa.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, and when you
just
when you
one.
actually do it, and when you actually perform a tea ceremony, 4 people can take in part of that tea simultaneously.
Nice.
I would also like to give away some acid flasks
You just drop them in the stash, however many you're wanting to give off.
because
Do we just
already
throw
have
these?
a way of dealing acid damage.
Nice.
Actually, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna drop the Leshy lemonades in there. They're healing items. I'm keeping one for myself.
I'm gonna grab one of these acid flasks. 20 foot. You gain +1 item bonus to attack rolls. Wait, is this thrown or drink?
Yeah, you
Thrown.
fucking
Should I drink this? Max,
I
Max.
cannot
Do not
stress.
mix up with tea.
Okay.
Do not drink the acid. I cannot stress enough.
Do not drink the sulfuric acid.
It does not cure the troll disease.
No,
Let me get the more
and I'll be right back. I'm gonna
wait
go
time
potty.
music. There we go. The waiting music, a lot better to hear.
Okay. I think I transferred over everything correctly. Looks like somebody grabbed the coffee. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody
we got
grab the
Leshy
flask.
lemonades. Yeah, so for people who are here or not here, who knows?
Yes.
Leshy lemonades are just healing pots.
Beans, you're here, right?
Mostly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I thought you would probably like to know that I have been catching up on season 3 of Bridgerton.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. 5 episodes in. So, a few more
My
episodes. Yeah. I forgot that came out this year.
God, it's so good.
I will say I was hit very hard with the Charlotte spinoff though.
God, it's so fucking good and so emotional, and I cry every time.
It hit me pretty hard because I had a scientific perspective of sort of like the period psychology methods and all that.
Yeah.
So that hit hard because like it's like, oh yeah, that's what they do in that age.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking rough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hopefully folks have been at least somewhat okay since.
Back?
Welcome back.
Just talking about Bridgerton.
Talking about Bridgerton, other funky shows, and
Nice.
laugh.
Can I share something that's unrelated to everything?
Mm.
So, As mentioned previously, I took too much Adderall and shotgunned a Red Bull after finishing a Red Bull.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to try and do dishes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when you have ADHD and you take Adderall, the
Yeah.
hyperfocus kicks in, but you don't get to decide
Mhm.
what the
Yeah.
hyperfocus is on.
Yeah.
So I still really don't have any dishes or forks or knives, but I started scrubbing the shit out of my copper bottom pans because I haven't been able to clean them so they're nice and sparkling and beautiful again in a long time. So I busted out the steel wool and the barkeeper's friend and just went to town, and
Yeah.
they're pretty, but not pretty enough. So I stopped doing dishes so I could go and order a scrubby brush for a drill. So I can
One of
scrub
those.
again.
Okay.
And I'm stoked because I can do so much scrubbing now.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Oh man, and I also decided to buy a bunch of other crap. Not really crap. Let's see, thing to clean my microwave because apparently you're supposed to do that. Nobody told me. 2 more wire shelves, so I can have more shelf space because there's no goddamn storage anywhere in here. And then one of the fucking rolling carts that all the Instagram bitches have. Got one of those. And little thingies to hold my trash bags because I have no space, so I'm gonna stick them to the fridge, and then I have my trash and recycling bags there, and I'm stoked about that.
Cool.
I'm gonna fix my fucking shithole apartment for the last like handful of months that I'm gonna be here.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
happening
not
after?
staying here another year. No. There were mice all over the.
No. As opposed to not what happened there, but where are you going?
Not a goddamn clue. Anywhere but here.
Okay.
I got more money now. I plan on wasting it all on rent. Let's fucking go, baby. Just anywhere but here. The other day, okay, so I was cleaning. I was ootin' a boot in my apartment, and I was picking some stuff up, and I saw mouse droppings, and I'm like, okay, well this happened last year too. You know, mice. They're coming inside. It's getting cold out, so they're gonna come inside. But the problem was I found multiple mice droppings, and I was like, oh boy. And Beef already caught a mouse once, which means that there's still more mice, and I was like, and probably lots. So I found my peppermint oil because mice don't like peppermint. Too strong. Get maced. Get fucked. So I'm like, okay, I started dripping it all over, the house and in like all the little holes and crevasses and stuff. Walk into my room, sit down for a second, walk back out into the living room, and I hear the distinct sound of mouse over by the boarded up fireplace. And I was like, I heard that, bitch. I even said that out loud. I wanted to make it very clear, like, hey bud, I hear you.
Yeah.
Go over with the peppermint oil, go over to the crevasse that's over in the fireplace, take a full eyedropper full of the peppermint oil, and just like bleh the whole thing in there. And like it was spring loaded, the fucking mouse yeeted about 6 feet away, slapped my fucking plant stand that has a vinyl cover over it. So the only way I can describe the sound is it's the sound of a mouse hitting a vinyl cover. Just like its whole body just like
Boop.
Yeah. And then the skittering sound of it running through the hole that I drilled to put wires through the closet door. So it went in through what I thought was my closet. I didn't see it come out the other side or hear it go into my bedroom or anything, so I think it ran into the void in the wall. Where they're probably coming in and out of very easily, if not the 75 other fucking holes in this apartment. So
of course.
I proceeded to just douse my entire apartment with peppermint oil, and I was maced for like 2 days. Like, I was coughing, the mouse definitely was coughing. Beef looked like Snoop Dogg for about 8 hours because he just kept squinting and breathing through his mouth. He was just kind of like,
Well, Beans, apparently in your apartment it was beginning to smell a lot like Christmas.
It for sure. Like, I have the cinnamon broom. You have to do it every year. Go over to whatever store Because now they're not just at Trader Joe's. They got them over at the fucking Kroger, at the Publix. Get the cinnamon broom, gang. It's worth it. I picked up a cinnamon broom, hung it up on my door, and then started covering my entire apartment with peppermint. So it stinks of like just old-timey alchemy, basically. Like you walk into my apartment, you're just like, ugh, fuck. So any centipedes, any mice, any spiders, anything like that, they're not happy, and neither am I. But that's okay. I will suffer. Moral of the story is, I hate this apartment, and it's full of mice, so now I have to clean to make sure that I can not have mice.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
I
right.
can recommend what you should do is like go princess mode, so that when you turn the mice into cleaning people,
Yeah,
and then that solves its own problem.
I hear what you're saying. These mice are shit, dude. Like, they don't do anything of value. I'm telling you right now. Like,
And that's because you haven't sung to them yet. So maybe that's
all I do is sing
a you thing.
at every creature that I've ever seen. Okay? Even some humans that kind of have like weird, like, you know, facial features that make them look a little bit like a mouse with the bug eyes and everything, I sing at them. Do any of them do any cleaning for me? No. They don't do it. They don't mend anything. They don't fucking help me get dressed in the morning. Nothing. Like, I'm done
Sounding
singing.
off. Adri,
Yeah.
B. Men.
Hello.
Beans.
Bye.
Rilo.
I don't know who Rallo is, but Riley's here.
And Trav.
Son of a bitch.
Not it.
Alright, well, let's get delving.
Let's get dangerous, as Darkwing Duck says.
Mhm. With entry gained, the tunnels wind down, walls smooth and bore to the combination of magic and technology available from the bright mines of Bears Bay. There does appear to be some disuse, likely due to the amount of time spent since the last regular travel had occurred on this spoke of the mines. Though oddly, the air here was not the stuffy dryness one would expect from the mines, and there is a soft sound that would echo off the walls, indistinguishable without a more thorough glance or further steps ahead.
Okay, everyone, make sure you get stuff to eat and drink out of the box here that somehow is just a thing that exists.
Should I go ahead and
scary.
eat the tea or drink the tea? Can I eat the tea?
Yeah, eat the tea. It lasts for 8 hours, I think.
It'll last for an hour. Unless
That's
There's
for an
some
hour.
there's some acid in there too if anybody needs it.
Oh yeah. Take
I
some
took one.
acid.
Don't eat acid!
Yeah, I gotta because apparently you guys didn't know this before, so it's worth me saying, don't drink the acid.
Noted.
Tell me what to do.
I heavily
Mm.
recommend you don't drink the acid.
Better.
Can I put the acid on an arrow that I'm gonna send towards Troll?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I remember that from,
Can I dip a few arrows in it?
No, it's a bit caustic for that. It's gonna have to essentially be it'll be a funky wobble because you're essentially attaching the vial of acid to an arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's instead of the actual arrowhead, it's just the entire fucking thing.
So that can kind of be in combination with like a spell strike, caustic blast.
You have to essentially use an action to set it up with that, but things might like override in that way. So it's one of those situations where you might not want to do both at the same time.
Okay. Well, when we have eyes on trolls, let me know. I want to
Yeah.
flame wisp.
Well,
coffee.
mhm.
It says maximum duration 8 hours. Is that for just the stage one? Like
That's
good?
the stage one, yeah.
Okay, so I can pop it now and I'm good for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Sweet. Doing that, and I'm gonna eat 1 minute. Okay, no, I'm not gonna eat the steak yet.
So, eventually you would begin to travel further through the cave. Just change this out. It appears a backwash of river or sea, for however long it had been. A pocket of water eking into the tall chamber and flooding it wholly. The way through is not so simple to take now, erosion long since moving along its course. To progress, it means to take a dive, a plunge into the depths, and to hold one's breath for as long as it can be managed while searching for the exits.
Cool, we're all gonna drown.
Damn, if only I was still, I was a flood tunnel kobold, then I wouldn't need to worry about any of this.
Shit.
If only I was still a druid, then I could transform myself into fish.
Yeah, I don't have any potions or spells or anything that'll help with this. Well, warp step maybe might help.
Now, just so folks know, people can hold their breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus their constitution modifier, unless they have other features that allow them to do further or they find pockets of air. So here we're going to have ourselves a lovely small set of skill challenges. And we'll see if y'all can find what you need in time.
So I'm going to do 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
First, I am going to use my Wayfinder to
Yes.
cast light.
Yep.
So that way I can see underwater better.
Yep.
And then I am going to say to everybody, guys, let me scope out ahead.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bracelet of dashing effect to increase my movement speed plus 10 feet for the next minute.
Give me a second here.
I don't like this
Bracelet
music.
of-
I don't like it.
Hey, you got one of those too? Hell
Yeah,
brother.
boy.
All right. And give me a moment here. This will be great, because... All right. Let's see, for the next however long, that's good. And your speed at the moment is
Currently 35, so it'd be 45.
45. Cool. So... Okay.
T.
Alright. So you will be able to swim about 45 feet through the water. Normally. But we'll see how this goes. So I will be needing an athletics check from you. You will be able to be underwater for 7 rounds before you need air and begin to drown.
Before I begin to actually go underwater, so Chemo,
Yes.
is this like deep water, like as soon as we get into it, or is it like slopes down?
There is a small slope, but it eventually gets deep.
Okay.
Pretty quickly.
So Chemo's gonna kind of like just dive in, and when he comes back up for air, you see Phythalion.
God damn it.
It just looks back and goes, trust me, you don't want to smell wet fur.
I mean, we're gonna have that with Tandor anyway.
He does not hear and immediately goes into the...
All right. I'll be needing an athletics check from you. 25. All right. Give me another athletics.
It's 21.
I'll tell you if I'm just gonna keep this a very spooky secret for your progress. Give me another athletics.
Don't like this.
And another athletics.
The fuck?
Consistent. You can give me a perception check here. Are you satisfied with a 4 on the die?
No.
Mm.
Yes, I am.
About a 3.
I'm totally happy with a 4 on the die.
All right.
So
You're
I
a little
got a
bit.
16 out of 15.
Yep. You're a little bit turned around at the moment. You need to give me another athletics. Another athletics. This is round 6.
God, you really love rolling tens.
Apparently.
And
Except on perceptions.
I'll need another perception now.
Hey, there we go.
And you
Nice.
are able to find the pocket. Seems to be that your turning around had missed you, and you would have been able to find it one more movement as opposed to 2 that you did. So it takes about, you found the first pocket to be able to get through, and you'd be able to, it's, it's about 30 seconds of good swimming through. Thankfully, with a little bit of help, most folks would be able to get where they need. That's the first leg. But swimming through all of that, Chemo, you are tired in this little pocket where the whole party is able to sort of hold themselves up and have this little pocket of fresh air.
Oh, we're all together?
Well, you would be able to go back and he'd be able to show you to where the first pocket is
Okay.
for progress.
That's what I would do.
Sweet.
So, who's next?
I don't have to roll anything to get back.
No,
If
since
Thalion's
you know
tired,
the way.
I can
Yeah.
I can take over.
Well, let's get everybody to the first spot.
Yeah. I'm foregoing rolls if everyone's able to get to the first spot because you were able to scout it out.
Cool.
So now it's somebody else to make the second leg.
I can do that.
What's your constitution modifier?
Oh.
Rowan will have 8 rounds before drowning.
Can I use warp step? Does that help? To add +5 to my.
Let's see, having a look-see at this here. Warp step. It is only concentrate and manipulate, therefore you don't need to do that. You gain +5 status movement, is essentially giving you to stride twice with a +5. That's essentially a plus.
It says you
So
can
essentially
warp
you'll
step
be
to
moving.
burrow,
You'll be
climb, fly, swim.
yeah. Pretty much you will be able to essentially move the same pace that Kima was moving. So
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind. Give me your first athletics.
I like tens too, apparently.
Let's have another athletics. And another. And another.
I hate this music.
You feel like you're about halfway out of breath. You can't seem to find anything. Are you going to push forward to try to find a pocket? Or are you going to go back and not risk losing your breath?
That's half of my rolls.
That's half of your rolls.
Push forward.
Okay. Give me an athletics.
Mm. Let me hero
Give
point
me
that.
another.
Can I hero?
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah, you can hero point that. That is a 3 on the die. Okay, the 29 is actually really good though. Then you can give me a perception check. And you're able to find a pocket.
Come hither.
You were one breath of air away.
Alright. I'll step up.
Third leg. Alright, Ikar, your movement speed. 25. Okay, you're going to be a bit more slower going, and you will have 8 rounds of air. Let's get that first athletics. Okay, let's get that second round of athletics. Let's get the third round of athletics. Give me a perception check.
Go, Ikar, go. Oh! Come on.
Oy.
Are you fine with a natural 1?
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
god! You're
Yes.
gonna have to be.
You're gonna have to be. Alright, give me another athletics check.
Come on.
And another athletics check. And a perception check.
Blah.
And an
I have one
athletics
left.
check.
Blah.
You can use it here or you can hold on to it. Up to you. That is a 2 on the die. Okay. Another perception check after that.
Come on.
And you were able to find the pocket. 2 rounds left. You were able to find close areas because of your high athletics rolls. But
Mm.
you just couldn't see it in all the water. But that is the third leg. And you were able to spot an exit fairly close near that last pocket once you're able to sort of move back. So, everyone gets to the last pocket. And let me move to the next scene here. And stop scaring y'all with the music.
Thank you.
Can
I'm
Ixon
sorry,
be lit up in water? You see? Can he withstand
not-
that?
While he can be in water, it's like fairly muted. It's like, it's like a cat in water.
He doesn't die.
Definitely not.
He's not dead.
He does, no death. Right. So. All right. With air now fresh in your lungs, you are able to pull yourselves up through and into the chamber beyond, where the edges of histories long ago had begun. While overgrown, it seems seems to be almost purpose with its life, as if it were meant to be there after so long. The air feels like it is brimming with its own thoughts, its own design, like it were weaving fate as easily as the winds float a cloud along. And it is here you all must find what has been trespassed. A simple turn of a corner shows more flooding, damage to architecture, and effigies of miners sunk into the stone as if slammed into the rock with tremendous force. Give me a second here as I now will pull you to the next one here.
It's probably not good.
Is the buff from Ixon just like a passive one, or?
It's a passive one.
Gotcha.
I think now's the time for me to almost 1 minute. Shit. No, I'm not gonna eat steak yet. I just want steak so bad.
You are free to move around and about, and there are certain places where you might have to climb up to get to the next portions.
I was about to ask. So how high is this is a cliff, I assume?
Yeah, that would be a cliff. You're looking at about 20 feet of climbing there.
A Tandor.
Yeah.
Uppies.
Igor!
Yeah. Okay.
Come back here.
Right at the edge here, and I just yeet Max straight up.
All right, can I get an athletics from Tandor first?
Yes, you can.
And then I'll be needing an acrobatics from Max after. So not as much oomph as you would have hoped, but you were able to make a quick scramble up to the edge.
I want to
All
climb.
right. You want to climb up there too?
Mm-hmm.
I want to climb, yeah.
Okay, so it's athletics to climb up.
I do not climb up.
Rowan, you would be able to get up.
I do want to stress the Uppies maneuver looks as if it's very much been practiced before.
Yeah.
They've
done
done.
this
They've.
many times.
Yeah. This is something that often happens.
Mm-hmm.
Can we reach down for everybody else?
You definitely have rope and other implements to pull people up if y'all want. Climb up yourself as you please. Unless there are other portions of the cavern you would want to explore.
Just want to get up with my friends.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you have yourself a couple of passages by the looks of it. And as y'all squeeze through,
Hey,
was-
some of us
I
don't
was-
need to squeeze.
I was about to say, let me move y'all back through right
Oh.
quick. So
Oh.
who was the first to squeeze through which spot and where?
Looks like
I think,
Vithalion was the first, and I was right behind.
Oh, it's chemo again.
Oh, chemo.
Yeah.
And I was right behind.
Okay. So, if you could just, whoever was moving through whatever passes, just to pop wherever side that you may have been if you had gone from two different locales. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm in your fucking walls.
Oh dear. I didn't
that
think we'd
was
find
quick.
him that quick. Shit.
Yes. So,
Well, so much for Flame Wisp beforehand.
I would have been doing it like slowly and carefully,
Yes.
not just barging in.
that's why I'm reading this way. There is a crunching of stone, a grinding of some horrid rock against rock, grumbling as boulders become gravel, all in the hands of a creature with eyes glinting of a hunger it will not sate. It hasn't spotted you, and now is the time to act. This creature may just devour what history lies beneath these very depths, and who knows what may come from doing so. What do you do?
Okay, first, I need to ask,
Yes.
what do I know of trolls?
Well, thankfully, one, they're stupid as hell. They are stupid, they are aggressive, they are very hungry. And
Okay.
from what you can have told from the literally crushed miners on the way in, they don't take too kindly to those who are interrupting their meals.
Throw something.
But they are sentient.
They are sentient and stupid as hell.
Okay.
Jump.
What language do they speak?
No.
No!
there is somebody. There is most trolls, at least from what you can know, knowing that these are trolls from the underside of things, is they would speak the more undercommon kind of language known as Sackfroth. They would also speak the language of giants, Jotun.
I don't
Ikar
know any of those.
knows.
I speak Jotun.
Yeah, but would you speak Jotun?
I would speak Jotun.
Right now?
Yeah. Well,
You're a
after I
fool.
warp step behind him
You're a
and just flanking
fool.
and fucking
So-
spank his ass real quick.
So would Ikar have told me at any point that you spoke Jotun?
No.
So I don't know that you speak Jotun.
Iker wouldn't tell you anything unless you directly asked.
Would
and I
Rowan
would
know?
have thought that.
At this time, Beeman
Rowan would know.
Rowan would know. Okay.
And Rocky, is this like a? Am I able to walk through this little passageway, or is this like crawling through? Or
Pretty much, you would have crawled through. You would have squeezed through this passage, given you are a medium-sized creature. It would have been a walk for our small friends.
Hell yeah, up top.
and so then can I still see like Rowan behind me?
Yes.
Okay. So I would motion to Ikar to go back and try to like sneak backwards to come back out here so we could chat.
I'm motioning back. I can see him. There's no chatting.
Yeah, but like I'm saying we need to go back. We need to talk about this. So like, hey,
I
go backwards.
disagree. I'm openly disagreeing with you.
Oh, oh.
Okay.
We need to remember there's two of them.
So like you're making it clear, like, are you like taking out your weapon and brandishing it kind of thing?
I am preparing to warp step behind him, yes.
Rowan can't see this to maybe reel him back.
All right.
Tandor is so interested in this like little pill bug that's crawling around on a rock, not knowing anything that's going on.
Then if that is what the intent that I can see Ikar is doing, then Chemo walks forward, has his arms kind of like up to show that his hands are empty, and says, "Hello."
Oh Lord.
This is great.
Ah.
You fucking
He doesn't care if your hands are empty, man.
Yeah, he's gonna eat you.
All right. We've got our hello. So if I could have let's have some initiative rolls from everybody, shall we?
God
Except
damn it.
from Chemo, you can start with rolling me diplomacy for your initiative.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm raging.
This is not a good spot.
Automatically.
If you would like, yeah. Quick
Well,
tempered.
it's automatic, yeah.
You roll initiative. So long you're furious, you rage. Yes, if you would like to rage, that is essentially an option as a free thing if you want to. If you do not want to rage, you would like to rage?
Yeah, I'm mad because I heard fucking Chemo say hello, and
Yeah.
I'm immediately pissed.
All right. Well, let me roll what's going on here and here.
Oh. There's two? Do we have eyes on both?
Yeah, we knew there was two.
Oh, I've only seen the one.
Yeah.
Rowan only
Yeah,
sees
you-
one.
As in we knew there was two from the clues
Well,
earlier.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have eyes
do
on
not-
both.
You do not have eyes on the other one yet, no. But we can begin the encounter, and guess what? Ikar, you're going first.
Yep.
Warp step.
I can't see what's
Alright.
going on. Are we killing them?
That is. Yeah, you can move up to 60 feet with that shit.
Oh,
Try not to move through its squares. Thank you.
And we'll call it an extra 5 for going around.
Yeah, you gotta go around, because trying to go through a creature square might be, Big oof.
That's where that puts me. All right.
Yeah.
So I got 1 action left.
Yep. Are you good with a 4 on the die?
I really don't want my entrance to be whoosh.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Then, let's hit that critical button. That is 23 damage onto the troll.
And that's all one motion with the warp step. I just, from where I was standing, as soon as I saw him, went straight into warp step right behind him and swung that falcon straight at his legs.
Yep. As it saw you sort of trying to run past it, it would like to try to reach down and grab you as a snack. Too fast, but perfect opportune time to stab it in some vital portions. That caught it pretty much. So that is your turn. Next, Maximus.
Oh, okay, we are killing them then. That's my free movement.
Yep. Your free 10-foot step.
I guess I'm gonna shoot him. Make sure I had the correct thing selected. I think it is. So this is elemental ammunition acid on raise.
Okay. All right. So if it's elemental ammunition, 1 second. Acid. Give me a second, and I will fix up the ammo right quick. So it will be dealing 1 persistent. Put acid here, and we hit acid here, and that should save it. That should be good.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh.
No, you're not.
You know what? No, I think I am gonna.
Oop, that is not what I meant. Pardon. There we go. Alright, so that is... If you could also show off the elemental ammunition so we get hit with this here. Oh, is that... That was not made private, that was...
I have to do this.
Thank you. Doesn't it... Oh yes, persistent acid, thank you.
And then 1 splash.
Yes. Take some persistent acid, and then the acid. So.
Then I'm gonna do, a cheeky little shoot it again.
Shooting it again? Oh.
Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that, huh?
I did not, no.
And I'm gonna accept the fact that was a doggy doo-doo. And I'm gonna attempt a ostentatious reload.
Let's get that ostentatious reload. That means you're going to be reloading one of those guns. If I remember the check correct.
Yes.
I would see and hear Icar talking to him, right?
Yes, in the same sort of low, booming, round kind of language. Okay. So whose turn is it? Which troll's turn is it? Ah, that one. Cool. Do-do-do. Right, we have. What is your movement speed? Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so. That is down that far. One. Then. Out that far. Alright. Let's see. Pandor, you hear stomping off in the distance.
Would I be able to hear it too? I'm like just in the little area.
You are not quite in that cubby hole, no. But Tandor, you spot something as well.
Oh my god. I kind of see it in the distance and just tug on the, Rowan's shirt, just like.
She's got a
Like,
cape, so you can totally tug on that.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan, is it your turn?
After feeling a tug, Rowan's gonna come out of the
Alright.
hole. About 10 feet. Hold on. Oops. Until this ledge part right here. And Ixen is close enough, yeah, to keep the buff on.
Ixen, yeah, Ixen is close enough with resonance, lasts. It's a 30-foot aura. Yeah, we're good. As long as there's line of sight, yes.
Okay, since I can't reach him, I don't think at 130. I could if it was 100, yeah.
Hold on. Well, that's the first range increment. It'll just be shooting at -2 outside of that first range increment. That's not a max distance. That's a distance before penalty.
Gotcha.
You can shoot up to 5 range increments away. So, if you position yourself, you could shoot him, albeit at -2. If you get the line of sight to him.
I'm gonna wait. And
Okay, one action.
I'm gonna cast Flame Wisp with my last action.
Okay, cast the Flame Wisp. Bada bing. And you got the effect on you. Cool.
Okay, and that should end my turn. I'm just gonna get
Yep.
ready myself out here for the second one.
Yep. Tandor, it's your turn. You hear fighting inside, and there's another troll coming out here on the other side.
I can't do anything about that troll over there. So, I just kind of give a nod to Rowan. As like you hold down the fort kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
I'd shrug in that way that's like, what are you gonna do? And I'm gonna scooch in. So I'm gonna do this square by square because there's no other way of doing it. I have 35, so 5, 10, 15, 20, doing diagonal.
That's fine. You can move through friendly spaces.
Oh, okay. 5, 10.
That's still 20. 25.
30. 35 for
Okay.
diagonal. Alright, and I know I'm not, it's not gonna do the thing.
Not quite, no, sadly.
That's fine, we're doing our best with what we got.
Yeah, just gotta make Akar's probably just gotta make a step next turn.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
And I'm going to, strike at it with my Kusarigama. Because that's the best thing that I got going for me right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. You. It's because of the reach of your Kusari Gamma, you're able to sort of almost strike from this square as well.
Nice. I love that. I love that for me.
It's very good. It's fun. So, yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage for that first strike. That
Bing
is
bong bing. Bing bing bong
20
bong.
damage.
Love
As this
that.
cavern troll is now injured, you still have a third action left.
I do have a third action left. I'm going to strike again with the Kusari Gamma.
All right, swing it again.
Hell yes.
More damage.
There we go.
How are these swings coming down in your rage with this Kusari Gamma as you are slashing down on it?
Basically, I'm holding onto the handle,
Mm-hmm.
as I go to swing it, but then as I go to swing it, I let it go as I'm holding onto the chain with the other hand. So it swings through, and then I yoink it back, and so that way it does, it gets the whole left side of him. Basically.
Good carve of it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'm just doing a swing, schwong, swing, schwong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that'll be your turn.
That will be my turn.
Chemo, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to stay in place.
Mhm.
Yell out to Ikar. Ikar, translate for me. And did I hear correctly that these trolls eat rocks? Or do I
I said I'm
mishear?
gonna be delicious.
Or do I know if trolls eat rocks and that's why they're doing stuff? I feel like I heard that somewhere.
These ones are eating rocks, but it is also an opportunistic eating of
Gotcha.
bioorganic.
They do eat
It's
rocks.
like they eat rocks, but they like flesh more because rocks are boring.
So I'm going to
Eat.
yell out.
What's
I'm
available is what they eat.
going to hold my necklace forward so that the little rock at the end of my necklace is visible, and say, "I am a rock master. You're eating terrible rocks, but I know where rocks are that are tastier than any of our flesh is." And I'm going to attempt to make an impression on him.
Okay.
Which is a thing that I know where it is to do it. So it's diplomacy, but I'm also going to be using Pet Rock's accompanist feature, so I get a +1.
All right. Also add a -4 penalty due to the need for translation.
Shit. So really, it's just a -3.
Yes.
How do I? But there is the question of Iklar, do you translate?
I will
Ikard-
translate directly, even though I don't agree with your methods, reasoning, or actions at all. It will be clear in my tone, but my words will be exactly the same.
Excellent. Thank you, my boy. So does it work? Are we friends now?
Might have a better chance on the second troll than this one that's been attacked fully.
Rocky, did you die?
It's Jova, lads.
Sorry, what?
Rocky died.
Oh no, I was
No.
writing.
He didn't.
Oh, I wasn't
I
paying
thought you
attention.
were asking if I died because I stepped away and my headphones turn off if I walk literally 20 feet.
No.
Okay, Kimo. He said, and I quote, Durgit, that's him. Durgit, use that snack's tail to floss after eating its rock.
Oh.
It wants to eat pet rock
Well, it will
and
not.
use your tail to floss after.
It will not have bedrock. Okay. In that case, then,
That's all one action.
yeah, it's one action. Sorry, I'm just reading one of my abilities here. In that case, then, I am going to let's see. Yeah, we're going to do a flying kick.
Post it in the chat. Let's see this. This is a first for us.
That's a thing that I know how to do. And I think I did it right. Well, close enough.
You have it under your actions tab.
There we go. Yep. I remember how buttons work, is the thing. So I have to make a long jump,
Uh-huh.
which is 10 feet, which puts me... Oh, I'm just out of range. Never mind, I'm not doing this.
I was about to say,
I thought I was closer than I was. But never mind, we'll save that for another time.
okay. Instead, you'll just move.
Move here.
Yep.
And we're gonna go ahead and attack.
All right.
Because I don't like threatening pet rock.
No. All right. Roll damage. As you make a hard impact on that creature, and it is now badly injured from a tough fist hitting it.
And while he's hitting, he's just like, I tried to be nice. Just very calm, like silently and sadly to himself.
All right. Well, due to the acid that is on this creature, supposed to take the acid. Where's the acid? Did I accidentally put it on the other one? No. Hold on. It's weird. Hold up. Where did the... Oh, because it... Oh, because it took that one. There's the persistent. There we go. Buttons
Hey,
were...
yeah.
There we go. So, there it's got the persistent. There we go. What? Yeah, no damage, but the persistence was there. Okay, cool. Oh, that is not what I wanted. There we go, that's where it's supposed to be. There we are. Numbers. Okay, so it does not regenerate because of the persistent acid that is on it. Dead. Not too happy. Not too happy at all. What's it gonna do? It's going to... So this is... 2 in the same... Deals the strike. 2 of those. Okay. Alright, well, it's not exactly too pleased about being hit. But which one is it not too pleased about being hit from? is a good question. All of you did hit him at the same time, so we're gonna have a D3 roll between Ikar, Tandor, and Chemo. See who's gonna be. Oh, hello, Ikar. You are the focus of the interest here.
I mean, that makes sense. I've been talking shit in this language.
You have been talking shit. So it's going to attempt to strike at you with a claw. And miss. Will attempt another with the claw. And
With his
miss.
height. With his height.
And then we'll try to bite you with the third. Got real close with that one though, but missed. It's
I lean over to Kimbo and I said, haha, get fucked.
Emo tries to not laugh and is not successful.
that would be its turn. And it will take the acid damage. And we will see if it rolls a recovery check. The acid has stopped on the target. Which leaves us back at the top of the round. Ikar, you have a badly injured troll here.
Let's see. How many acid blasts can you make? Max?
How many acid flasks did I make?
Yeah.
I made 2.
Okay, so
Like, I
let's
think
see
you
if
got
that'll-
one,
Oh,
Rowan got one.
Well, it did take
Okay.
it did take some acid from the persistence, so that looks like it will
that'll be the
stimmy
end
off.
of the persistence, so we gotta just wipe them out this round.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna prepare my spell strike with ignition.
All right, ignition. All right, let's get the Fauchard attack. That will hit. Roll the Fauchard damage.
Fauchard damage.
Fauchard damage, yes. The let's get the physical damage first.
Gotcha.
All right. 13 physical damage, and let's get the melee damage from the from the ignition. Another 14 after it. Youch. A total of 27 in that hit for 2 strikes.
That's my
Still
turn.
have you have a third action still.
Third action. Okay.
And spell strike is 2. If you wanted to be cheeky, you do have a follow-up.
Remind me.
Your focus, your conflux spell.
Oh yeah, that's one action. It's at the bottom of the list, so I forget it's there.
Yes. It's one action, and you can drop the 15-foot cone away from your allies.
How do we rotate this thing?
It's mouse wheel. You can use shift for shift or control for like smallers.
There we go.
Where's the cone?
That looks like it will still hit.
You can always just try to hit the one corner here.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Is it placed in front of me or on me?
Let me see. That would be placed. You put the funny square thing on you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would have been the initial point would have been the square that had the impact look on it.
No, it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that,
you wanted it essentially to kind of do something like this.
okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So, tell us how you do your thunderous strike.
This is all faux shard. Leaning it all the way back, which isn't that far because I'm a little guy. And as I bring it all the way down, I'm hitting about his shin area, and just digging right into it with lightning.
It's actually sonic damage, so it is
Ooh,
thunderous.
Super effective.
Thunderous, yes.
Okay, so it's going to need to make a DC 22 saving throw. Because of how it is, I will be re-rolling the lower. That is a critical failure.
Hell yeah.
Roll the damage. That is 4 sonic damage, but because it failed, it will take 8 sonic damage, as well as be dropped prone.
Hell yeah. That is my turn.
That is your turn. It is prone on the ground. Oh, also because you had used your conflux spell, your spell strike has been recharged.
Fuck yeah.
That is your turn. Up next is Max.
Oh, can I say that, like,
Yes.
when I came out here, I yelled as loud as I could that there was a second troll.
Yes.
Or that we found eyes on the second troll.
Yep. Found the second troll.
Am I able to see his body still?
It's a fat boy. It's a large creature.
Sick. I'll take the opportunity to shoot him then.
Alrighty. Take the
Okay.
shot.
Make sure that, there you go, it is loaded.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyways, let's have that damage roll. As how do you dispatch the troll?
well, I mean, he was on the ground, so it's not as magnificent, like, impressive a shot as it otherwise would be. But,
You could
just-
probably say that this thing was starting to topple as you shot him.
yeah, he starts to topple, Max shoots him in the back of the head as he's falling down, and
Nope. Save the skull.
it is,
Save the skull.
brains just, hit out the back as it falls.
Oop.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that is one action. And you know that there is another troll outside.
Hey, Rowan, it's not gonna fit through these holes, is it?
Nope.
How's it planning to get up here?
Your guess is as good as mine. The fucker might plow right through.
That probably eat through. That's probably how it got this little cavern in the first place, is eating through it.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna do something very, very boring then.
Okay.
And I am going to dual weapon reload.
Okay, just 2 reloads. And
With
that is your
I
turn.
end my turn.
Cavern troll time. Alright. You move how fast again? That fast. Not very fast. Okay. That is 50 feet of movement. Let's see. Nope. It will need to move the last 25 feet, and that is its turn, just getting here.
Fall back to this side of the wall, bro.
What?
Fall back to this side of the wall.
Why?
Well, I can't see what's going on out there, but
It's okay. I'm in a good spot.
It is
So
your
she
turn,
thinks.
Rowan.
I'm okay. Okay, let's see here. This is why Rowan's fine. I'm gonna do spell strike, right? I can open up a spell strike.
Yes, you can open up with a spell strike.
Opener. I'm going to hydraulic push him.
Hydraulic push.
Wait, hold on. 60 feet. Hold on.
I don't gotta worry about the range of hydraulic push though, so that's fine. It applies to the arrow.
So
I
I'm
would have
gonna
thought you would have done caustic
cast
blast.
that.
Okay.
Caustic
well
blast
then,
is like 30 feet though. It's not.
No. It's remember, spell strike. You are putting the spell into the arrow and shooting the arrow.
Okay.
At it,
Yeah, no.
and then it happens.
Let's pretend that didn't happen then. Caustic blast then.
Caustic blast. All right. Well, now then shoot the arrow at it. That is just a 3 on the die.
I can't.
And
I don't have a
I was
hero
about to
point.
say we did have enough time spent that we would have had another hero point accrual. So you do
Ooh.
technically have a hero point.
Yo.
There we go.
Roll the critical damage. As you describe this new form of spell strike with the caustic side of things.
So it has both the flame wisp and the caustic. So it's like
Yes.
it's almost like garbage that's on fire. It's probably stinky.
Flaming acid.
Flaming acid.
Roll the critical
Nobody can
damage.
see this though, which sucks.
Yeah, I imagine that would be really cool if I could see any of it.
You just hear Rowan go, ugh, ugh. And you just
How
hear.
does it sound like someone's burning dinner?
Alright, it will take the damage. 21 damage from there. And could you press the damage off of on Caustic Blast?
Yeah.
Roll damage on Caustic Blast. Because it'll take... Let's see, I'm just double checking, because... On a critical failure, we'll also take 2 persistent. So he takes
Also,
the 2 persistent.
My flame wisp, -1 for spell strike, but +1 from caustic, right?
-1 from spell strike. It is not a fire spell.
Ah, gotcha,
no
gotcha,
+1 from
gotcha,
caustic.
gotcha, that's fine.
But it will take double the damage from that acid there.
Rowan's like, I'm fine!
You're fine. That's 2 actions for the start.
And I
What's
should
the
be
third?
able to cascade, yeah?
You can do shooting. Oh yeah, you can arcane cascade from here. Yes. And that would be arcane cascade. Acid.
Yeah.
Apply the effect.
That's gonna be good.
Splash. As you enter the stance with acid with caustic energy
Now Rowan just
flowing
looks like a
across.
stink bomb. She looks like a stink bomb because she's
Not
like got
quite a stink bomb. We're talking like this is like sulfuric bubbling acid.
yeah, but
situation.
bubbling type of aura coming off of Rowan.
Who the fuck farted?
Rowan does look like really uncomfortable. But
Andor.
Yeah, that's me. Okay. I'm investigating the fart.
it's just the smell of hot garbage. Rowan's plugging her nose.
It's like that weird off smell when you put vinegar with baking soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant. It's not so much a fart, but it's like sulfur.
Let me see.
So basically a fart.
I still have to call back.
My Kusari Gama, what's my reach on it with the chain?
10 feet.
Balls. Okay. I think that's as far as I can go. I didn't count. I just kind of
Let's see. You did about 10, 20. That's about 35 feet. So you're like, you still got like a full second move to be able to get up to like 60 feet here if you wanted, or further.
Quick question.
I'll go here.
Would moving Ixen have been a turn for me, or is he just completely separate?
He gets one free action a turn,
gonna-
so he can move close to you.
Okay,
I will. Can move the boy.
just here.
And I kind of just yell at the troll and go, Hey troll, your mother smelled so bad that's why you live underground, but like in an angry way. So, I'm trying to, I don't know, I guess intimidate it?
Let's see. You do have like intimidating glare, which allows you to break the sound barrier, I think.
Okay.
Language barrier. One moment. Yes, you have. Yeah, you can give me a demoralize.
Demoralize.
Yes.
Demoralize.
I will add demoralize to your action bar since you're planning to use that.
Yeah.
Demoralize. There's your demoralize action.
Demoralize. Okay, I'm gonna demoralize. Attempt an
Alright.
intimidation check.
All right. Target the creature and then press the intimidate check.
Is it intimidated? Did I scare it?
One moment.
Says I succeeded, but I don't buy it. Icar, what did it say?
He says he's a scared little bitch.
That was Rowan's
Okay.
laugh, by the way.
All right. Tandra, that is your turn. Chemo.
That was me laughing, but also Rowan laughing.
Oh, good laughy guns.
Actually, I need to check something.
For those, if you're dragging yourself for movement, you can press the X button in order to mark a waypoint, so you can continue calculating movement bit by bit.
Oh, okay. So I did just a 20, so it's too late for that. But 20,
Yep.
35. Okay, I'm gonna run here.
Yep.
And then I am going to hold forward my necklace. And I am going to attempt to repeat what Icar said.
what,
Okay.
what Icar just said?
What he said that translated for me.
Okay. You can give me the -3 penalty thing, because rough
Okay.
translation.
So we're going to
Give him a penalty for the acidy smell. I'm just kidding. the fart smell.
Here, -3.
Okay.
Wait, it didn't. I'm sorry. It didn't take. It didn't add the -3, so that's 20.
28. I'll keep that in mind.
So yeah, I tell him that he's eating bad food, and then I know where the best rocks are because I am a rock master.
Is that Chemo's pet rock?
All you know is that it is a necklace with a rock on it. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Moment.
Does he
Okay, everything's
not say
happening
anything
down
back?
there. Not happening over here. It's happening down there. So I'm gonna get down there.
Does the troll not say anything back to me?
I can only type so fast, man.
I didn't know. I didn't.
You piece of shit, Travis. Oh my god.
God, Travis.
You piece of shit.
I'm
You
asking
fucking
questions.
Asshole. God.
For
Icar,
real ass.
What
Icar,
a real
ha-
piece of shit.
Icar, have you known me to fall back? Hmm?
I thought it was worth a shot. Out here by yourself. The fuck. All right.
What do
Let's see.
you
I have one
say?
action left, and I'm gonna use that action
Icar, what did he say?
to draw the acid flask.
I don't think Icar cares.
What did he say?
Wait, so what's
Icar?
happening?
What did he say?
Kimo tried to talk with the cave troll.
Oh, he's talking to you. He's saying, if you stop tall, scary, squishy, Gurgit, listen to you. Squishy rock feaster. Tall, scary, squishy. I think that's wrong.
I think that's me.
Oh, yeah, that
I'd
is
like
you.
to think that's me, but you know.
I hear the
I'm
first one to hit him.
How tall are
Everyone-
you, Rowan? I'm taller.
Of course you're
Everyone's
taller.
dumb.
Well, Tandor, you just make like you listen to him, and maybe he'll let us kill him without an issue.
Tandor,
I'm
Just
listening. What?
just put your weapon down.
I'm not gonna put my weapon down.
No,
You don't
do
have
it.
to drop it.
Put your
You just
weapon
like-
down. It's fine.
Just like-
Rage
just like
filled
lower.
Tandor.
All right, I dropped the actual blade itself, but I'm still holding the chain.
Icard is the end of your turn, which would leave Max.
Oh yeah. I got caught up in the things.
Yes.
Did somebody say weapons?
Ah! Yeah, you try and intimidate.
The wheezy laugh.
That feels like somehow a gnoll might laugh if they don't have the chuckle to it.
Immediately upon hearing that, he's raising his gun.
No, Max, stop.
He's he's shooting him.
Our biggest
He
piggy.
didn't say anything about not Max not shooting him. He just said
He's-
stop all scary squishy.
He is not hearing any of this. He's going to shoot him.
Roan is trying so hard to keep it together and not laugh at this entire situation.
I can. Oh.
Oh.
I'm talking to the wrong thing about it, but you know what I mean.
Not in the head.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It was a critical by plus 17, so it's still a natural 20 for a critical hit. Roll the critical damage.
That is with the elemental ammunition as well.
Yes,
I think diplomacy's out the door.
that is 32 damage. It needs to make the fortitude save. It does make the fortitude save though. It's very sturdy, but that was a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Tandor was full, like, wheezing, dying of laughter until the gun went off right next to their ear.
Bang.
And just sees the bullet rip through, looks at him and goes, nice. You intimidate with gun, not word. I like it.
Max looks like he's gonna say something in return, thinks better of it, and reloads one of his guns.
Alright, that's
And with my final action, I'm gonna do a dazzling bullet.
Didn't you have to move?
Ah yes, in
Yeah.
fact I will not reload then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Dazzling
use the
bullet.
other gun.
Alright, other gun, dazzling bullet. Let's
Mm.
Anyway,
Oh. Can you show me what dazzling bullet? Oh, dazzling bullet is a feature.
it's an action combined with a strike.
Yeah, I'm trying to see exactly what happens on dazzling bullet.
If
We
it
get
deals
some-
damage, then it means that the creature is dazzled.
Oh,
Oh,
Bugger me,
gives a
alright.
bit of the old razzle dazzle.
dazzled. All right, roll the. Okay, well, oh, that's if it hits. So get the strike, Matt -5. We'll see if it also dazzles. Yeah, damage. It will definitely 100% dazzle. Let's. How much more damage are we getting off of this with two shots? 7 more damage. That's not too good.
Mm-mm.
Is it dazzled? Is it absolutely
Yes.
starstruck?
I forgot to do this too.
It does take the flash and the persistent. Hold up. Oh, that's
What did you say to
Yeah,
Agar?
Again, I pressed the wrong one.
I told it to protect its head. I already got one damaged skull.
You want to
Okay.
protect Skull?
I promised the other one I would have him dangling out of my wagon.
Okay.
Yay.
What did
The
he say?
other one aim for body.
There we go.
What do you say?
All right, Max. I think that is your turn. And
It's now asking for mercy.
Mm. Hmm.
okay. So it's going to move here to here. And then
It
It's
says,
going to-
and I quote, "If squishy no stop, Gurgit no stop. Loud squishy eat rock."
And as it says, eat rock. As it says, eat rock, there will be a rock thrown at you, Maximus.
He's too short.
Too short.
And missed by one because of the frightened condition.
Max doesn't say anything back because he looks like he's really nettled about something, but he does throw up a rude kobold gesture.
Well, rude kobold gesture, eat rock. Second rock misses.
He
Okay.
throws another one up.
All right. Well, that is
What the hell, man?
is
I'm
distinct.
standing right here.
It will take the damage, and it will roll the recovery check, and still have the acid damage on it.
Okay. So before Rowan does anything, she's looking over
Yes.
at Chemo. So what's the play here?
You look over and Chemo is pissed. I said stop.
So at that, Rowan reaches back, sheaths her bow, and just holds her hands out. Does nothing.
Andor.
Looking at Chemo, and just the situation, hearing that it's asking for mercy. I sheath the Kusarigama, but just kind of balance it on my belt, and drop the chain, and then elbow Max, and give him that glare because I'm still raging.
Okay.
So hopefully that scares the shit out of him, and he takes the hint.
He is pissed. He's really pissed about something.
I kind of lean over to Chemo and whisper, I think Max is pissed. I don't know if we could stop him.
If that is
No.
your turn, you can end your turn.
Yes, Chemo's not saying anything, so.
Chemo.
Chemo's gonna hop down
Uh-huh.
and go over to this guy
Yep.
and very slowly put a hand out to touch him.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to use his healer's gloves.
Okay.
To try to soothe and to heal him
All right.
and make him feel better.
Okay. Show me the item to see how much that is rolled. All right. Vitality, and we have nothing about that. It is still technically a creature. It will heal for 11.
And then can I look at it? Does it look like now that it's like
Yeah,
calming
now,
down?
yeah, it's calming down now that calming down, though still glaring at Maximus. So there is some irksome ire there. So as long it seems to be that it is now reacting to hostility more than actively seeking hostility.
Okay. I am then going to turn around with my back to the troll and look at Max, and say, I said stop. And that's my turn.
Yeah, he said
Icar.
fucking stop.
Rowan is doing a big concern at Icar.
No, sense of urgency whatsoever. Just stroll on down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just turn to Chemo and wait.
Max is glaring less at the troll, more at Chemo, and is doing the weird reptilian split eye thing, where he's got one eye trained on Tandor and one on Chemo, as he
Ew,
reloads
ew.
both of his guns.
Oh!
Can
He's just reloading.
Shit. There's no way I can use reactive strike on Max, is there?
Not really, no.
Fuck! That would be so funny, though. No,
He is only reloading,
no.
no?
He can. I can.
Oh. Wait, hold on,
Move
because...
action, manipulate action, leaves a ranged attack or leaves a square. Would reloading count as manipulate action?
It's an interact.
And does interact have a manipulate tag to it? Interact does have a manipulate tag to it.
Is there a way I could do a reactive strike with my bare hand?
Yeah, you can use the unarmed attack as
Oh,
part
Max
of
is
the
gonna be
reactive.
so pissed. Trouble in
Open-handed.
paradise.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna backhand him in the stomach because we're standing next to each other and just kind of like whack him so he stops.
Yeah, this is non-lethal anyway, so...
Yeah. Unfortunately, Max, I have to do this to you, and I'm so sorry.
No!
Hopefully, I whacked him hard enough where the gun fell out of his hand. Also, I wasn't looking at him. It was straight up like that instinctual, like, whap to the side that siblings tend to do.
Yeah. Still roll me damage. This is like a hard slap to get the gun.
So sorry, so sorry. It also has fire damage on it. Can I turn that off? No, because it's rage.
Oh no.
Press the button.
So sorry.
Because
Rowan's
It was
like
a 1.
wide-eyed
rolled
just watching this.
minimum damage, but it's still a hefty whack.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Max
Me,
is
the
gonna
player.
change his right-handed gun to be training at Tandor instead.
I just
He's not
straight
firing,
up
though.
looking down in that fucking like then perish kind of way. Just like you better not miss if you pull trigger.
Max is uncharacteristically quiet.
Hopefully this eases the troll a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see. Alright. So it doesn't heal from the damage because it's got the acid on it. We do get the reduction of the frightened condition though, and it is still dazzled. Oh lord, everything is... Oh, I forgot about the whole concealment thing. Yeah, that would have been like misses across the board if it... because of the whole concealment issue. That's hilarious.
Just throwing rocks blindly.
Yes, literally blindly.
They are dumb.
They are very dumb. Alright. Ah, curses.
Piss.
I will try that again when I actually have the thing selected. We actually get that. There we go.
Rocky, I can't believe you personally would say that.
What's he saying? What are you saying? While they're arguing with each other,
Yes.
Riley, do you believe that Max has ever shot Tandor before?
Definitely by accident. Never has trained a gun on them.
We can
Emo?
swap to this, so we can have the translation. So it's like
Yeah.
Gurgut here with Durgut, cause fell through wall. Found good rock here. Tasty, make feel good.
Well, he was asking where the good rocks are.
Cause yeah, I was like, if Rock Feaster know where better rock than this place, Gurgut go.
Do we know of any place that has good rock besides?
Apparently,
This
Chemo
thing.
knows.
So is Ikar, are you also translating this?
Yeah.
Okay. Rocky, from what I would know of basic geography, and because Chemo has been in this area before, where would be the closest mountain that is not populated?
Closest non-populated mountain near Bears Bay.
I mean, there was, no, there was like trees there. I was thinking of the big trees.
Well, here's the thing. Closest mountain would be non-populated. You would have to pass through some of the woods towards the more jungle area. None of the mountains there, at least at the edge, have any population.
And like, how much distance is that?
Let's see. That would be a good, about 100 miles.
It's gonna take him forever to get there.
So that's not going to work.
I mean,
Ikar.
we could do a like escort mission with it.
Oh, absolutely not doing that. Because Chemo is not a rock expert, so we don't need to do a 100-mile escort mission to find out
You want
there
me
is
to-
nothing there.
To walk
So-
my trophy skull 100 miles and not keep it?
Yeah. Ikar, tell him that instead of killing the miners that he has been doing, maybe we can come to an agreement with the people here that he can help them with mining, and in exchange, some of the
Not
more
shit.
delicious rocks he can have.
It's a great idea. However, they dig through rock all the time, and we need people who can dig through rock all the time. If he can be amenable, then maybe they could work together.
This is what I'm thinking. So see if he would be willing to do that.
I translate specifically and exactly.
If Gurgut get rock, and sometimes squishy, cause sometimes rock make for too solid out rock.
Does Squishy have to be, like us? Just kind of motions and ask, like, as Ikar is translating, I'm like pointing at the various people.
Yeah.
Or can be, creature.
Rowan's familiar with creatures that come through.
Long as go squish and not crunch. Gurgut eat.
Oh, we could do something. Bring a cow
We could
down
work that
every
out.
now and then. Yeah.
That said,
Okay.
you should know
Mhm.
your friend wouldn't speak with us. And
Gurgut hard-headed.
Hmm.
so
Me too.
part of this is you cannot take revenge for your friend because you also killed many of their friends.
Long as Gurgut get eat. And feel good from eat rock.
Oh, so not really sentimental. Okay. Akimo extends out a hand, like to shake.
Okay, can you give me a fortitude saving throw? Thank you. We're looking at DC.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
DC, get the fuck out of here. How
You
about
say,
that?
fuck you, Rocky.
I was about to say DC 26, but that is not only a
Said,
success, it is a
eat my ass.
that is a critical success because of the natural 20, bumping up the success level by 1. So, though small, this thing could essentially take, like, part of your forearm in its hand. But you are able to sort of hold off the pain from the pressure, steel yourself, and be like water and not be crushed in the grip as there is an arrangement made.
Kimo, like, he does that man thing of, like, the
Ah.
slight amount of pain back.
Yeah.
Does Max still have his gun at Tandor?
Yes.
Alright, there is an eventual sort of nod and Gurgut follow. So Gurgut can be good. Question mark.
Excellent. And thank you, Ikar.
Gurgut
Glad to
is
help.
good.
Alright.
Rowan's gonna interfere with this fucking Max holding a gun.
The other gun is pointed toward you.
She crosses her
And then
arms
I
and just
shoot a look at Rowan that is, there's rage still in Tandor's eyes, but they're not
Mhm.
directed at Rowan. It's sort of just like, it's cool. We got this.
Yeah.
she still
Alright, well.
lingers.
Yep. Let me move on to the next scene. So.
Oh, we need to roleplay out the Max and Tandor
Oh
thing.
yeah. We're gonna get that once we get out of this chamber. As we go. So.
For the
After.
record, just because we made peace with the last one doesn't mean I didn't go back and collect the remaining bits of
Yeah.
skull
Yeah.
from the troll.
So, after clearing out the threat of the trolls and returning with one of all things, it is a quick walk that is needed in order to get out into the more accessible tunnels. Gurgut stays away from the sunlight and says they will stay there and wait for the ones to get him later. He cannot go outside.
Okay, we'll just tell the foreman that they have new worker and not to crush its poop. Do not crush troll poop despite it looking like rock. It's not good.
Yep.
Did we
as
figure out if the troll poop was causing sickness, though?
the troll poop was causing the sickness.
Mm.
So, as you are making your way and exit out, the main exit, you do see some scrawlings on the wall. Fragments of messages, and what looks to be a singular depiction, a shining beacon, on a lonely peak with a quintet of stars as a crown. Who knows what that imagery could mean, and what it might enlighten later. For now, it's time to head back. There's a lot to discuss, and a very important meeting awaiting for the Fireflies. So, I will give the floor to you. Is it a bit late? It is a bit late. We could have this stay over for next time, have a bit more of a larger role play episode.
Hmm.
I think.
Well, in my
If
mind,
we want-
I thought that, like, while we're still in there, guns
Yeah.
pointed at me and Rowan,
Yeah,
that there has
let's
to
have-
be a conclusion to that.
Let's have a resolve of that, and then we can skip to this here. I will
So-
move us there, just for the sake of it.
Tandor is not making any moves. The only thing Tandor's done is shoot looks at Rowan and Max.
Max
So-
is like visibly calming down, but his gun on Tandor like slowly lowers, but the one on Rowan is still trained.
Ruins
No, what the fuck happened?
What do
We
you
were a
mean?
coherent unit. It was me and you.
No, I know that, but we can't kill everything all the time. If someone says stop, you stop.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, I know you don't. That's why I'm here. To tell you no.
No, I don't give a shit about not having to kill things. I give a shit about you not having trust in what I'm doing.
You are going to shoot again.
Nobody told me what was going on.
Kimo said twice no.
I can't hear shit going through that wall.
Tandor kneels down so they're eye to eye. And just kind of stares with like rage for a second. And then just hugs him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. But no. You can't hurt people, okay?
Max will break out of the hug,
You no.
like backing
Roll
up.
for it, bitch.
So that will be an athletics or acrobatics versus the fortitude DC of the creature. So you're looking at DC 23 to escape.
Balls.
Don't,
You
don't
are.
help me if you hero point this shit. I will be more mad.
I'm just picturing like a cat as you're trying to hold it, and it's just like clawing and swinging limbs wildly, and Tandor's just not letting go.
Well, I do have the one hero point left.
Go for it, I dare you.
Oh, change
Just
the
by
outcome.
one.
By a short amount.
Has he, like, is he still
He
aiming at?
backs up. He is still aiming at Rowan.
Okay, well, Max.
It's kind of a one because it's his offhand
Mm-hmm.
aiming like across his body, and he's like having a full-on conversation with Tandor as he is still aiming, and his eye is doing the weird split thing where he is looking directly at you.
Rowan wants to get his attention, and Max, if you speak of trust, how am I supposed to trust you if you put a gun to me or to Tandor?
I was never gonna, and you
Uh,
guys,
Regardless.
you're not part of this. They broke the rule.
You broke rule.
You broke the rule when you
No,
stopped
you
having
broke
trust
the
in what I
rule.
was doing.
No, you broke the rule. You're not supposed to hurt innocent.
What's innocent about a troll who was going around killing and eating people?
He said mercy.
How was I supposed to know that?
Well, you didn't. That's why I hit you.
You could have went any other way about it. But you laid your hands on me? And before that, I'm talking way before, I'm talking the chicken. You didn't have faith in what I was doing.
Tandor
So
looks
what did it
real
worked.
sad.
It worked out that time. But what if it doesn't? All the previous times. You had faith in what I was doing. I might not have all of the right answers. But whatever I'm trying to do, it's for the benefit of you. For us, or at least it was.
Tandor is looking down at the ground, looks away, gets up, brushes legs, and just silently walks away to be with Chemo and Ikar. No eye contact.
Yeah,
just
Max is
defeated.
turning around, looking at the wall, puts his guns in his holster.
Oh.
Oh, buddies.
Oh.
All right, well, let's
Oh.
get to that other portion out here.
Yeah, you thought he was just a little shitpost character?
Oh. Riley, you fucked me up. Good job. I'm proud of you. Thank you for fucking ruining my week.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate it so much. Tandor is so upset now.
Great. Question is, how are we for time for folks? Because there's like a small thing I could probably show off on the way out.
Yes, go
I'm
for it.
actually the easiest for once because I'm still an hour better off.
That's very true. Do we want to continue? Because I have like a couple small scenes available still.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can
All right,
keep going.
cool. Extensions. Perfect. All right.
I mean, I can continue. I don't know if Tandor can keep going.
Mm-hmm.
This is so fucking harsh.
A large and clear chamber opens up as you are led into the main hall of the governing building. Not all the chairs are filled, given the nature of this particular meeting. Amelia is already waiting for you, giving you a wave to come forward and take a seat at one of the benches or chairs set off to the side. As with all things, you adventurers will always either be someplace too early or too late. Same goes for those who have been in the past. Ah, actually, that should be her now. Give me a second here. Gotta do this, gotta do this. Alright. And from that, in she steps, tall and lithe, young yet with age in her eyes. Those eyes which look to glow and brim with the potential and weave of magic itself.
My girl.
There is a smile, one forged from so many manners of business, but that soon enough softens into one that has surely been worn for the delight of family of so many centuries. You'll have to excuse me. My guardian decided to take a long. Oh, it has been too long. Come here. Oh, please do come here. Rowan, little Autumn Bloom. These must be your companions. A very motley suit. It suits you. Come, come. I don't think any of the council will mind if you use their chairs. No need to be off to the side with strangers. A low rumble comes from a window as a huge, heavy head of ivory scales peers inside with its draconic eye, assessing all those inside as the space was far too cramped for its own stature. Don't mind the dragon, he's harmless. Mostly. One moment as I give you a show of the...
Chemo leans over to Tandor and says, "Her voice doesn't sound like it did in the stories I heard."
I've heard stories of her too. She sounds more like me than everything I read about
She
her.
was meant to have a
No
Slavic accent, okay?
and that is how big
Oh, he got full size Arthur?
He's a big boy.
not as big as he could have been in days long past, but he is huge size. He is huge size now.
Oh, baby.
I think Rowan upon seeing Pandora, like she's
Mhm.
all walls, guards, everything come down. She like throws her hood back, no longer being
Mhm.
all emo and shit, and like runs towards Pandora, hugging her neck and lingering there for a bit.
And Amelia will sort of, I'll wait for you here and set the reward on the table. As there are a few things put onto the table for you to peruse and look at. Give me a second here as I have to double check about this. Where was that? Pardon, as I think I might be. Yeah, that's how it is. There we go. I'll also distribute the coins.
Hell yeah.
Money, money, money.
So that is 4 platinum and 3 gold for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or what is 43 gold.
Nice.
But that's how that would be. So set on the table looks to be some warm-looking sticks, ivory arrows, an acrid liquid, and a clattering box.
And a
What's
sloshing
this?
bowl.
What is this? The acrid liquid. I will.
There's a box? I don't see the box.
It's
Here.
under
Oh, I
the
see it now.
equipment.
I see
There's also a
What's in the
sloshing bowl.
bag?
it.
Yes, so post skills to chat. Success.
Hey,
That is a truth potion.
don't lie.
Oh.
Absolutely want to get my hands on a worm stick.
Speaking of warm stick, there's the checks. Their nature seems to not just be natural in sort of its way, it has something odd in its way that it is put together. You do not identify it. And that would be for that. Yeah. This you have come across a couple times before. These are sparking spell guns. Consumable single shot firearms that do spell-like effects.
Weapons, you immediately drop.
Spell gun.
Oh, Rowan's gonna take them and go to, because I know this is totally a Max thing. She's gonna hold them out to Max, like just straight staring into his eyes, with a very, very humble, like nice look to her expression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if you don't want them.
Take them. They're yours.
What about what's left?
What are the arrows?
I'll check out. Oh. Yeah, check out the arrows.
Arrows.
Arrow!
Rhino shot.
Oh, they're extinct. What the fuck? Or like endangered.
Sounds like something Joe Rogan would sell.
When activated, the ethereal form of a large rhinoceros takes its shape around the projectile,
Ooh.
dealing force damage and possibly knocking the target prone.
Nice.
Then I will assume it's the punch. The bowl.
Yeah.
Warding punch.
I do
+1 bonus
punches.
against. +1 bonus against saving throws from spells of a certain school, depending upon what spirit you add to it.
Ooh.
And then there is the clattering box.
What's in the box? Don't worry, guys. I got this. +0 to crafting. Let's go.
You do not quite know
Fuck.
what this is. It is a whole mystery. It is a box that clatters.
give
I
it a
can-
shot.
Yeah, you give it a shot.
You've actually seen a couple of these before, Ikar, and even used one. This is a light rider.
Light bright, light bright.
It's essentially one of the ye olde cameras. Where it will inscribe true to life a monochromatic portrait of people or scene over the course of 20 minutes of exposure, consisting of 2 flat metal squares connected, tubes and bellows. It's, picture box.
Yeah. Polaroid.
It's the proto Polaroid. The first kind of camera thing.
How long do you have to sit still for?
About
20
20 minutes.
Oh, brother, it's one of those Victorian ass ones.
Tandor will never have that photo taken of them.
I will be looking like Bigfoot in every single photo. People will say, "Oh, look, it's the fireflies," which includes that blurry thing.
There might be ways to sort of increase the exposure over time. But the clattering is from a few plates that have been stored in it that already have images on it.
Ooh.
Chemo absolutely
Does
wants
it
these
require
images.
some type of skill to
Thankfully,
take the images up?
thankfully, with your 29, you are able to sort of carefully disassemble the portions without exposing too many of the mechanisms to take out the stashed pieces. And you see a curious collection that it looks like it was stood. A very large black shape with sort of curved, pointish ears at the back, large in stature, covered in all sorts of furs and hides. A pair of interesting short fellows, posing back to back to each other, one looking a bit more forced and one looking a bit too pleased about the idea of the pose. A much younger looking Amelia, and a man with long, dark hair, and quite a full beard.
Is it a Rocco?
No,
You
Oh.
win.
but it does bear a passing resemblance.
It's you win.
So does that mean that Shadowfang or whoever
Is the
in
big
photo?
black lump, yes.
I just go, oh, look at that! That's my grandmama, great grandmama.
And the other photo looks to be the same 5 of them again, albeit different configuration this time. They seem to be in a more formal location, with Shadowfang standing at the back nice and tall. To each of her sides is Ewan and Amelia, and sitting on a bench, the gnome in front of Amelia, the halfling in front of Ewan, and between those two, a very spry, young-looking kobold. With all sorts of manner of curious clockwork and mechanical pieces to their accoutrement. As I will now... Let's see, how do we spell Ewan again? I forget.
EWAN.
EWAN.
Thank you.
Jinx on Minnesota.
As you are now in possession of Ewan's Light Rider.
Aww.
Aww.
What does Icar do with it?
Oh, it's in the stash.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
in the
ours.
stash.
Oh.
It's
Grab it.
our light rider. We don't need like to go down to Fantasy CBS and pick up film for it, right?
That there will be a way to be able to. This thing has a bit of a stock for it, so you've got.
So it's not one-time use.
I mean,
it's-
worst comes
Yeah.
to worst, Max can just create something.
Yeah, Max can create blanks for it. It's easy.
That'd be nice.
That CVS receipt uses so much parchment.
I know, I'm so tired of it. And then like all the alchemists are like, "Oh, you can get, a bunch of discounts off of things if you keep it," and you never do.
Never.
Just floats in the back of your cart for months and months until you finally clean it out because, you're picking up your parents from, the port and you're like, "Oh, I got to clean out my cart." And then it's like all it is just like 8-foot long parchments just floating around back there.
This is not a social commentary or anything.
There's no real world equivalent.
But yeah, there does seem to be, Pandora will go sort of with Rowan and sort of be able to sort of. There is some conversation that goes on through there, and
Rowan totally will bring up the visions that they saw to Pandora because Rowan knows Pandora as, I guess, a sightseer, or she can. She's familiar with visions.
mm-hmm. That is concerning. That is very, very concerning. And there's a pause. Your father had similar nightmares when he was young.
Did he?
Yes, when he was. Before he got to understand the tempest that was inside him.
He
Soon
saw
as he
similar
learned-
visions to these, like.
He never told me exactly what, just small snippets. It had been quite some time ago, As much as I still see him as my little baby boy. It has been a while. Much, much time.
Do you know where he is? Rowan looks so totally reluctant to ask this, but obligated.
And there's sort of, with the help of Amelia, I have been able to keep some tabs on him. He is to the port to the north. He has been investigating the tower lately, on that little island.
He's gone to the tower?
There is something there that he seems to be looking for. And it seems to be the last piece of what he is understanding has been going on. At least that is what he has written to me in what little ways that he could. He says that he cannot say too much because the full truth, if the full truth were known, especially if there are things out there that would want to twist it to other purposes, it is best unsaid. But I know that son of mine, he is stubborn and vigilant. He will be there. And
Rowan sort of like gives Pandora like the short story, just the short version of like what's going on with Tandor.
yeah,
And asks if she might know anything before, their last resort is Ewan.
as much as I think that would be there, it seems to be that What you have told us is something very similar to what Ewan is capable of, and would know very much about.
I thought so.
And there's she puts both of her both of her hands on Rowan's shoulders, and he does ask about you.
Why does that make it worse?
Rowan just sort of looking down, just does he?
Does. And he hates himself every day that he can't tell you himself.
Yeah. Rowan just
I
sort
know
of,
this will be the worst thing for me to try to say, but when you do go see him, it has been enough time for you to at least give him a chance to be listened to.
this point, Rowan shrugs her shoulders and kind of turns from Pandora. And my seeing him is only out of obligation. I would not have come otherwise.
We're both stubborn, there is that. But it is your life to lead, and your bridge to burn or hold. But you are here for some time still.
Yes.
And I think there are a few places I would like to show to you and all your friends. And there's a pause. Who here hasn't ridden on the back of a dragon before?
Have I ridden on the back of a dragon? I don't think so.
I think everybody would raise their hand, but Rowan.
Chemo almost goes into flight himself by shooting his hand up as fast as he possibly can.
Max is only half listening. He does not raise his hand.
Hiko raises Max's hand.
What are we agreeing to?
Dragon. Right.
I can
Oh, I
take...
thought we were gonna have to kill one.
I can take 3 others with me to ride on the back of Zarazith.
Tandor,
He has
Max,
grown
Chemo.
that much.
It's fine, I can hoof it. Excuse the pun. As he look shows off his clawed feet.
And she sort of shows off sort of the hooves of her own.
Mm-hmm.
If Max isn't riding, then Tandor will be riding.
All right.
So Ikar,
Well.
Chemo, Max. Not Max. So just Chemo and Ikar, because Rowan's gonna stay behind with Max.
All right. Well, I will do like a small thing here. So let me just hop here.
Flight time.
Hop
Cool
here.
flight time on
Yep.
a dragon.
And so the day will go by, with streets, homes, and businesses of Bears Bay flowing along the course like a river leading to the ocean. So much potential in one small place. But that happens when one chases their dreams. Here is where many come to realize just that, to make their dreams a reality. Though one far, far from this place, where a tower looms far off on the coast, one sees that home as where their dream began. A wave of obsidian, strands fluttering off in the breeze to show piercing green eyes which softly glow of their volition in the light, before back is turned and a path is followed to find where that dream leads. Any last little interactions?
I'm
As we
assuming
go on
Max
through.
Max was very unconcerned about whatever was in the box, our stash or whatever, but I think Rowan's gonna stay behind before he hoofs it and hands him the picture with a kobold. Do with it what you will. It doesn't linger.
I don't particularly know what you want me to do with it.
Is that him? Points at the kobold on the picture.
I mean, I've not seen that much of him that young, but I'd assume so.
Well, then keep the picture. It might not be useful, but I'm not going to keep it.
I know you're trying to be sentimental and shit, but your delivery made you sound like a real bitch there.
Oh, oh, oh,
Ha.
oh.
Well, that was not my intent.
Rowan's gonna need that lushy lemonade for that burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they set out, Max also is gonna check the board.
Gonna check the board. Alright, give me that gambling. Check, thank you.
I love gambling.
Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Aw,
Aw, dang it.
Oh!
With a 28, you are able to find a new compartment.
He needed it after the day that he's had.
And inside, you see 3 pieces of paper. One that was very, very rough. One that is a bit more of a refined idea, and the last being a set of blueprints. The first, you remember sketching this a long, long time ago. After you had first seen and understood what a firearm could do. A funny little gun that had a special hidden bullet in it after shooting the rest of what appeared to be there. Then in a more refined hand, seemed to be listing and basic designs of how to bring those concepts from a doodle out into what is a bit more real. And then what has been called, you have the formula now available for the liar's gun. But no parts for it yet.
Damn.
A childhood drawing brought to reality
That's pretty cool.
by a very knowledgeable hand. And so now the Fireflies have themselves an idea where they must go next. Likely to a place some had never gone before. A place where the steps of those who came before had only barely touched and comprehended. Something is now alive in the air, in the water, in the stones, in the fire below, all whirling together into a culmination of fated meeting. Onward until the next time. And that is all I have for you today.
Yay!
Yay.
Everything was nice and happy, and nothing bad happened.
Fortunes are
Yay!
ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, my heart hurts.
A
Why?
couple
The
of 3
troll got a
different
job.
a couple, 3 different feels moments.
God, like, oh man.
I think
Yeah,
we got-
pacifism.
I think we hit a hat trick of sad today.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
That wasn't sad at all.
it's sad for Tandor because Max is the closest to a sibling that Tandor has, and is so far from home and has no like attachments to anyone. Like, yeah, there's Amelia here, but that's about it. And really didn't know Amelia that well. Or at all, actually, right? Like, never met Amelia directly. Maybe
Not
as
directly, no.
yeah.
She's seen more Rowan than Amelia in the past.
Yeah, but I also don't remember Rowan at all.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, oh yeah, you. And you're like, oh, okay. We're both kind of like, oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, it like for the most part, everyone's sort of like someone that Tandor's run into once or twice at most. And Max is someone that Tandor has spent every waking minute for the past however long. So this sucks massively. And they're also like very childlike. So if there's a fight, it's like the end of the world. But you know, and like yeah, oh man, I'm so sad.
Yep. And then we get the meeting Pandora again, albeit trying to help with a resolution that had been hit for a while. And then the little light rider and game board moments.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I lied to a guy about not mining, and then I made a new troll friend, and then I got to ride on a dragon.
Get out, Chemo. Get out.
Get out.
Best day ever.
I got to go on a swim.
Okay, before we venture out, Rowan wants to find a Rocco. I was hoping there would be an Rocco
I
appearance.
know. I was hoping
We-
there would be an Morocco.
I
Let
will
him cook.
I will prepare an Arako for
Let him
next time
cook.
because I will prepare an Arako for next time because I have to make an old Arako now.
Yeah.
So we can have like a bit of interaction in town. There's a lot of travel available.
Don't forget, he's got elf ears.
Rowan took that other picture and put it in a pocket near to her chest, by the way, with nobody around, and kept the camera. And
Max
was
just
very
has that
sentimental of
image in
it.
his satchel.
Hmm?
He's not really thinking about it.
Wait, what?
Max has that other picture just in his satchel.
Just tossed it in.
I mean,
Max is in a
Interest-
bad mood.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. I had to
Maybe-
go back out of character. I was like, did Rowan sound like a bitch? Either way, she said what she said. Damn. Damn. Damn.
It was like it was the delivery, and it was like, Max isn't receptive to sentiment right now.
Mm-hmm.
No. At least maybe a little bit more softened at seeing the childhood drawing and some actual plans that your grandfather drafted from that.
Yeah, it's very, very bittersweet.
Very bittersweet, especially with that little picture there.
Well, imagine like venturing out and following in your grandfather's footsteps just to have the people that you were with reject you for what you are.
Ooh.
That's what his viewpoint is.
Ah.
Oh no, that's how he's feeling?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And with that, I'll end the recording. Woohoo!
Oh no.
Oh no!